I'm getting all the blame for things I didn't do. Can anybody tell me just what I did wrong? I'm all alone and I'm so confused. I don't know what everyone wants me to be. I only know just how to be me. Once I was the ape of the hour, they think I'm a coward, an absolute zero. I'm nobody's hero. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm getting all the blame for things I didn't do. Can anybody tell me just what I did wrong? I'm all alone and I'm so confused. I don't know what everyone wants me to be. I only know just how to be me. Once I was the ape of the hour.
It's strange. It's strange for me to come out and say I might have made the last ever stream on Nick Rekieta before all of this popped off. Man, it's crazy how I went on, like, doing that LeeLive earlier this week, covering, like, the crazy happenings that were occurring that day, taking notice of the degeneracy. The April thing, the steel toe fallout, the drugs. Like, I did that live stream completely unaware that things were about to get worse. I knew they were going to get worse eventually, but again, I reiterate, because I've been saying this for like a long time. Like, I have been shocked by the speed of how quickly Nick Rekieta has fallen. Like, I knew it would happen. I knew it would be an issue. I knew there would be like some severe kind of problem, but like seeing this happen like so quickly has been baffling to me. Like, it's like Nick Rekieta like speed ran the whole like YouTuber rise and fall arc, right? Because it seems bizarre, like, remembering just how big he was in the 2019 2020 period, and just now seeing like the result of all of his bad decisions from back then. And this is the thing that, like, I really want to preface before we get into this, because I am seeing a lot of people people like that umbrella guy, people like the quartering, people like Stuttering Craig. I'm seeing a lot of people come out and say, like, oh, we had no idea this was happening behind closed doors. Like, Nick struck me as a nice guy. Oh, it's a shame. I hope he gets his life back together. No. Okay, you knew what was going on, especially if you were a part of LiveTube. Like, I would say, like, everybody in the conservative sphere, anybody who's like in the anti-woke community, anybody who has been on Nick's show, who has interacted with him at all, anyone who's done that would have been able to tell you, should have been able to tell you, that Nick Rekieta is a disgusting human being. And I saw very few people doing that, right? As of today, every single conservative YouTuber has lost all of their credibility because they didn't address the elephant in the room when they had the ability to do so, because they chose the grift. They chose enabling a degenerate. They chose content creation over being decent human beings. That is the reality of what we're seeing here right now, is that this man should have been called out the instant that he started going down this rabbit hole, right? When Drexel comes on and starts talking about, like, I don't know, banging the 13-year-old girl, like, why were there not more people coming out and saying that? Like, oh, that's kind of messed up, bro. Like, again, this isn't unknown knowledge. You can just look this stuff up. Like, there's been controversy after controversy after controversy for years now, and only today are we getting YouTubers coming out and saying, oh, that's kind of fucked up. Fuck you. fuck you and your inability to talk about actual issues in this community. Like, shame on you for choosing a parasocial relationship, like a mutually beneficial, like, YouTuber thing, as opposed to just, calling it how it is. This is not something that should have gone overlooked as long as it did. It should not have taken an arrest for people to realize that Nick Rekieta was a fucking retard. Okay? It did not take a genius to figure this out. Okay? But now, anyway, we are going to be reviewing everything that's been posted recently. I think we are going to watch a little bit of Kingdom Casino. I have like some Alyssa clips on here. Let's see. Huh? Yeah, look how many tabs I have open because there's so much to talk about. And this isn't even like really a fraction of what we have to sit through now. Like there's been a lot happening over the past day or so. And I wanted to come on like beforehand to talk about this, but
David Renfield with
hell, what? Why is it? There we go. Okay. I wanted to come on and talk about this, but I chose to do other things instead. But now I'm willing to do it, and let's see what's been going on.
$5. Can we finally get the stories, couch, etc. you were going to spill before being sidetracked with chats? I mean, Nick brought drugs into my home after I asked him not to. One of the first.
Okay. So first of all, this is the most important thing I think. Do not take everything Aaron says at face value, right? This guy is a snake. He's a liar. Like, we've caught him lying several times in regards to Rekieta already. I exposed him for the whole, like, hot tub thing, Like, he tried to damage control for Nick at one point by claiming it wasn't his idea, but, and then, like, backtracking on it, like, again, this guy will say and do anything to make him look good. And I think people who aren't aware of what he's like aren't aware of just how low he can go. And as a result of that, like, people are like taking his side on this. And I think to a certain extent there is some credence to that he did do the right thing in this situation by divorcing his wife and leaving. But like, let's not mince words here. Like, he was there, he was in the hot tub, he was enabling his horrible wife for like their entire time they were married, right? Like, to me, I don't know. Like, we have to acknowledge that, like, Aaron is absolutely a problem in and of himself. Like, let's not continue this idea that he's just some victim in this situation, that he's some hero, like, because he isn't. Like, but anyway,
times Nick was here, he did a bump off my kitchen counter, didn't ask, nothing. I looked him right in the fucking eye. I said, "Don't you ever bring that fucking shit into my house ever again. I have an ex-wife who, if she found out there was a speck of this shit in my home, would have my kids fucking taken away from me." Oh, I'm sorry. But he's so fucking booze and coked up that one.
So he says that on air, but like, doesn't his ex-wife watch his show? Like, I don't. Again, this is the kind of thing. Like, I think he's trying to manipulate people. Like, I think he's trying to make himself look like he's way better than he really is. Like, what I think happened is that April dumped him because April and Kayla and Nick were open to having, like, another woman in the house, right? And so, like, Aaron, being a cuck, had to, like, cope and seethe about it. And so, like, this is his attempt at, like, getting his revenge by manipulating, like, the audience into thinking that, like, no, like, I don't believe this guy for a second. Like, not for a second. But anyway, I haven't seen the chats. Agree. Aaron knows whatever he says is going to go uncontested right now. Yes, I agree with that 100%. That is my official take on it. People like Tug and the Star Wars girl, are coming saying their friend Nick needs help. But where were they before now? I know, right? Like, what were they doing before this? Like, I've completely lost all faith in that community. Aaron's volume is really low. Oh, let me turn it up a little bit. Yep, okay. They're all trying to profit off this. It's just Scummy Tug and them pretend to be Nick's friend while doing it. Yep. Okay. I know everything about this guy. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're a Steel Toe fan, please hit me up. Like, please give me some information because I don't know all of the lore. So, I would be very appreciated. I'm much more involved in the Rekieta side of things. So yeah, yeah. Funny how all of Nick's friends, like Dick and Vito, eventually stick. Yes, yes, exactly. I agree with that. Um, yeah, I talked about this last night during the Paper Mario stream. Fuck Dick Masterson. Like, Nick deserves everything bad that happens to him simply for, like, associating with Masterson. Like, he chose Masterson, Ralph, Drexel over, like, people who actually had his best interests at heart, right? Like, everything bad that happened to Rekieta was his fault. But anyway.
One day, he fucking... And by the way, before anyone goes, "Hey, you piece of shit," I have talked to my ex-wife about all of this. She knows. She's very well aware. He brought it. He brought this big lockbox full of drugs into my home. Had it up in my upstairs bathroom. I was fucking livid. I called April. Downstairs. I go, they brought... Well, because Nick yelled, "April, we made you one." And I called April. I ran upstairs quick. I looked in and I said, "No fucking way." Went downstairs, told April. I said, "I told them no fucking drugs in this fucking house."
Wait, so was Nick trying to, like, seduce April with drugs? Come over to the Requietas, April. We have drugs. Like, oh man. So he got cucked because of cocaine. Oh man. Cucked by coke.
And April gave me the fucking, "Oh yeah, I'll tell him. Oh, that's bad." And I'm just sitting there like, why aren't you fucking angry about this? Well, I mean, you know why she wasn't angry.
Oh no.
And this is why I think I'll hate Nick forever, and also why I think he needs to go away. Either to a facility to get treatment or to prison.
What? Straight to prison? Whoa. That's, like, more insane than, like, what I would say. Like, wow. 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 You can tell. Okay, yeah, I said Dick Masterson wasn't Nick's friend. This guy wasn't Nick's friend. Like, I just don't. Wow.
Kayla actually came and apologized and everything else. And then I go to the couch. And Nick had left a fucking bullet container of cocaine where my fucking kids were playing.
What?
I picked it up. I unscrewed it. I looked. I said, Don't be. It was. I called April down. I said, "Everybody out of the fucking house." I showed it to her and gave it to her. I said, "You take it up there. You get rid of this fucking shit." And then I text her. I said, "Everybody out of the fucking house right now. You have no idea how fucking angry I am." April, and April was trying to, like, balance between not hurting Nick's feelings but being angry that her 4-year-old fucking stepdaughter was within arm's reach of it. On the couch. I was fucking incensed. I got the kids out of the fucking house. I'm waiting until their backs are turned, chucking shit. Oh, man, I was fucking mad.
So when did this happen? Like, I don't know. Is he exaggerating? Because, like, to me, it looked like he was enabling Nick's behavior until fairly recently, until April left him. When was it? So, like, to me, like, I remember when he did, like, the stream on me, right? Like, he did a reaction video to me talking about Rekieta. Like, he was I never actually watched it, but my understanding for it was that, like, he was doing damage control for Nick at the time. So, like, when exactly did this happen? Like, what is the timeline of events here, right? Because he was doing damage control for Nick for a while, right? For a long time. Like, I would say up until, like, March, right? At the latest. So, like, earliest. Like he was doing damage control for Nick like not that long ago. So I find it weird that he's like backtracking like this. Like, oh, I was so mad. Like, were you though? Like you were still doing drugs. Like I just
And of all the people to come out, you would think my wife would come out and try to comfort me and say, they're gone. They're out of here. This is done. She went up upstairs where Nick was. Kayla comes out to me and I go, this has to fucking stop. Either this shit goes or I go. She goes, yes, it has to stop. I know it has to stop. Fights ensued. It was a crazy fucking night. I'll spare you guys the details, but I'll fucking hate the guy forever. For that and other things.
for other things. Like, what else did he do? Like, I don't know. He's being very vague. So like it was at his house, right? So why did he get his family to leave the house, right? Like Nick was still upstairs. Like, why didn't you get Nick to leave and then you do like the whole like everyone leave the house thing so like we can like check for cocaine or whatever. Like, why didn't you call the cops under that situation? Because that has to be like a felony right there, I would say, because like he didn't have permission to be there, right? Like to do that. Let's see. Yeah, he was doing damage control until he announced the divorce. Yeah. So when was that? Like, that was fairly recently. Like, I want to say that was a month ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah. So Aaron will drag this out for weeks before he says anything more spicy. He's loving the super chats. Yeah. People are giving him like so much money and attention for this. Don't fall for it. Like, don't give him money. Don't support him. Don't enable him. Like, I'm going to come out and say right now, fuck Aaron. He was completely 100% complicit in this. But yeah, Guy said nothing, basically enabling until his wife clicked him and he left. His rage is a bit performative, considering that he was that willful participant for a long time. Yeah, Nick has a briefcase of drugs, Lamio. So he was storing coke on a counter next to a 3-year-old child. Nick deserves all the jail. Assuming that's true. Like, I'm really concerned about what's gonna happen when like the investigation is done and like we realize that like Aaron's just making some of this stuff up because I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee you that like not everything he's saying is true. But yeah, he has a briefcase of drugs. The way Aaron talks about Lady Racket seems like she just manipulated him. Tries to pacify and console him to calm him down, then proceeds to engage with the drug use. Yeah, like I said, like Kayla, um, any like skepticism I had towards like Kayla's involvement is gone. Like she is a complete bitch. Like fuck her. She is a straight up crack whore addict who should be in prison. Like she is one of the worst enablers I've ever seen in my life. Like I have never known anybody to do what she's done in this situation. Fuck her. But anyway, if Nick was willing to do this at Aaron's house, you wonder what he was doing in his own house. We don't have to wonder. We see his streams, yelling at his kids, doing cocaine, like, oh, I'm checking in on my wife. Finally, these guys are entertaining for once. This tall tale is total bullshit. Theatrical manipulation with zero substance. Aaron was drugging it up as well. The only statement I believe is that his ex-wife learned of his antics and put the fear of God in him. That's likely when tension between him and April escalated to this current debacle. He seems absolutely giddly to be getting this level of tension. It's disgusting. Yeah, like he is. Again, Alyssa and I have talked about this. Like he is one of the worst grifters I have ever seen. Like he is a terrible. He is like one of the biggest attention whores like I've seen on this platform. It's terrible seeing the things he'll do for attention. Let's see. This gives off. So I told the guy at the bar to leave her alone now. Ironic that Nick is accused of the jar of cocaine Amber accused JD of. Let's see. Who thinks April got rid of the ish? Wait, what? Oh, she got rid of it all right. Yeah, I was about to say when he said that. Like, how is she gonna get rid of it? Like, storing it herself? Like, who thinks April got rid of the ish? I'm starting to think Steel Toe called them in. It was an in-person report by a mandatory reporter. Law enforcement, teacher, clergy, act. Yeah, like, let's be real here. Like, I was seriously considering like reporting them myself because because of the shit I was seeing on stream. Like I knew this was gonna happen, so like I was seriously considering it, but it seems like somebody else beat me to the punch. But I'm not gonna take credit for this because I didn't like actually do it, but I was seriously considering it for a long time. Like, well, that's one of the reasons I've been like so active on like Rekieta stuff recently is because I was seriously beginning to worry about like the safety of the kids. That was like my primary concern about in recent months, and it seems like other people have seen through it too. Yeah, yeah. Like we've been seeing the signs of that for a long time. Like I imagine there was some kind of intervention. Like I think that was like what the worst day was when like Nick chose like drugs and like hedonistic behavior over like his actual family and friends, right? Like he wanted this for himself. So yeah.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Nick Rekieta apparently is been arrested and I don't know what's the word on the street, Anna, as far as you know.
Well, obviously, I know more than everyone else does, but yeah, he got arrested. So did his.
I know more than anyone else does. What are you talking about? I don't want to call her names. I don't know anything about her, but you can just tell. Like I'm getting bad vibes from her already. Like just seeing the username, I'm just like, no. I would just be like, you. No, no way.
His wife, so did this other YouTuber named April, and they're all in jail right now. And
Okay.
I don't know how long they're gonna be in there on that thing that was posted of like the county that they're in, and it says like why they were arrested, and it doesn't say anything about bail or anything like that, but it doesn't look good.
Nope, not good.
I saw someone in chat.
Way worse than like what people were doing. Like I saw the quartering trying to damage control this. Like, oh, it's not that bad. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, you fat fuck. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know if they know. Look, guys, take everything we say
Fuck Jeremy, by the way.
about this the entire night as fucking rumor. Don't fucking know. But someone in chat, I heard someone in the chat said that because of the holiday weekend that he would be locked up until Tuesday. So that sucks because he doesn't have time to kind of get in front of the story, if that's true. I don't know what's fucking true. How does that work in Nick's circles? Because he does like the law tube stuff. So
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Like he hasn't done that in years. Years. How are you not aware of what this guy is doing? Like you have to be willfully ignorant. You can't be. People are telling you what's up, and you're just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. No, fuck you. Fuck you.
The law tubers gonna go in there and start throwing out legal, like how do you think those guys are gonna handle?
Well, we'll see who's still friends with Nick and not, but
I don't know anything about those circles.
okay,
the only
so
one I know is Bronca. So
no, Bronca's good friends with Nick still, so I mean, I don't know if he's gonna comment on it. I think pretty much everyone that's friends with Nick is either just showing messages of support or just trying to stay out of it, and all the people that don't like Nick are of course gonna capitalize on it.
What? Nobody like. No, like I've explained this before, but like to me, it feels like the pro Nick side have been like capitalizing off Nick way more than like the haters have. You know what I mean? Like this is the reality of the situation: is that these people have been going to bat for Nick for years because he protects their interests, right? Because like he was such a big YouTuber and like supporting him got them like support and views. There are people whose entire careers took off because of Nick. I myself got started as like an independent writer because of Nick. Like I was trying at one point to like get in that circle before like I was scared off by all the degeneracy, right? Like to me, like these people are opportunists, right? They're scum. But anyway,
Sure, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the way of the world. But Armagod Buckner Nick's gonna come out with the dopest trap album. Yeah, and he's gonna be Muslim when he comes out.
Look at them laugh. Like, oh, this isn't anything serious. It's just a minor offense. Like, come on. No concern for the family at all. No concern for their friend. Like, oh, it's no big deal. Haha, he'll be back later. Like, fuck. Like, unbelievable. Let's see. This is the Paper Mario changes fall? I know, right? Yeah. The Star Wars girl is a phony. I imagine so. I think everybody in like the Star Wars community is fake. Like the series isn't that okay. But anyway, there are a lot of grifters in the Star Wars sphere. Yes, I know. I'm aware. She's based her whole life and online identity on Star Wars. Yes, that is really lame. Uh, just compare her to like how I present myself about Nintendo, right? Like just note take notice of like how I act compared to her. It's just may the thought be with you. Nick has been a mess for the past 2 years. She and Rekieta first met on Flashcast. Nick expressed his dislike for Star Wars, and the Star Wars girl, unable to accept not liking as Star Wars, left the stream. Ha! Based. Lol, everyone is capitalizing but me, the Star Wars girl. Yeah. Yeah, I am. No. She's smiling the whole time. Yeah. Is this another rare Harmon win every minute? What do you mean rare? Like, like I called this shit happening years ago. Like, come on.
I mean, that's what generally happens.
My prediction was that like Nick would get in legal trouble, but my belief was that it was going to be due to tax evasion and not because of drug use. But again, it wasn't like becoming obvious about his drug problem until recently. So
yeah, you got to convert to Islam and then do a rap album. Really good. Everybody wants you to talk about Nick. Have you heard about Nick?
I did. Yeah, it's bad news, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nick's had like a pretty. It's a slow moving train wreck. Everybody kind of has watched it happening. But this is not what I expected because this is really bad.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Is it really bad? I don't know.
Oh, come on! Oh! Yeah, you can just tell. Like, he's still doing damage control. He's still nose guarding. He still thinks it's like 2019 and he's going to get like a bunch of super chats and support by shilling for Nick. Like, what a fucking retard. Damn! I hate these people.
I guess I need to know what the charges are and like what extent that is. Like, I don't know. It seems recoverable. Like,
he's not going to recover from this. Like, let's be real. Like, not even okay. Like, let's put aside the legal issues because I don't think that fucking matters. Like, Nick has destroyed himself through drug use. Right? He is not recovering from this. At his age and in his position, with no friends, no support network, like rejecting everyone who ever cared about him, like he is never, ever going to recover where it really matters. Right? The only people defending Nick right now are people like this who think they can take advantage of it. Like, fuck them!
Everything's recoverable, but I'm just saying from his point, I'm just hoping from his point of view that he doesn't feel like it's recoverable, but it is. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of stuff at once, you know.
Okay, here's another thing though. Like the drug thing, the recent event, that's the only thing we know about, right? This has been a thing for a long time. Like, what is he doing about? And these guys were like, oh, he was just arrested for a minor charge. No, bullshit. It is going to escalate from here. It is going to get worse. He's over. And these people are sitting here, like, trying to say, oh, Nick is a pretty good guy. I hope for the best. Fuck him!
It's having whatever problem he's got substance-wise. It's now having to, like, fight. It's public humiliation to, like, he's a part of the church and homeschool community there, and he had a fucking very public degradation, like fucking fall apart. Probably gonna if he gets.
Oh, look at that! Star Wars girl put up an icon so you don't see her expression, right? You don't get to see just how like she desperately wants to interject and do damage control for Nick. Like, what a bitch! Like, holy fucking shit! Like, fuck her too.
Gets these charges. Nick might lose his fucking bar license. He's got a lawsuit going on. He's got
I
a
never
lot
thought
of
about that. Yeah.
he's got a lot of stuff.
Am I bailing Nick out of jail? No, fuck that. You know, I'm seeing everybody else say like, "Oh, I wish for the best for Nick." Eric July says he would bail Nick out of jail or like pay to help him with his problems or something. Fuck that. Nick deserves everything bad that happens to him. Fuck him. Okay.
Pile it up. So I hope he knows that it all will work out. Just fucking hang in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Figo Tree said to send the cops the link. Let's get their thoughts on it.
Yeah. They're gonna have to be. You know, the both of them got in trouble, so they're gonna have to fight to get their kids back and stuff. It's like
yeah. Right.
It's everything.
I haven't even considered all that stuff.
He's got his family and her family are going to be like, it's like, you know, for him, it's the end of the world. It's not, you know what I mean? It's everything at once. So it's not a good situation.
Yeah.
But I like Nick, you know, he's always been a good guy to me and him and his wife. So I hope.
People keep bringing up like guns, but isn't it just that he's like a gun owner? Like,
no, it's because they're in the house that the substances were found.
Oh,
that'll probably get dropped unless he was using it while under. You're allowed, you know what I mean? You're allowed to own guns and have a substance abuse problem. You can't carry a gun while under the influence.
Nick's gonna try and like say he was like mistreated by the court system or something, or that this is like the police overexerting their authority or something. Like, I've seen him like express how much he hates CPS, being like the Child Protection Services. He's gonna have an encounter with them very soon. So yeah,
if that's the case, he's in trouble. If not, that's probably just a charge they were throwing at him, and that one will probably disappear pretty quick.
I think a bunch of them are going to disappear, to be honest with you.
Oh, come on. A bunch of them? Like, oh, Nick did nothing wrong. Like, come the fuck on. Like, they can't even see the writing on the wall. They're not willing to admit how bad it is. And I've seen this behavior, like, from a bunch of people already. Like, they are unwilling to admit that, like, how bad the situation is, like, for Nick. And by extension, themselves. Right? Like, associating with this guy, like, should have killed all of their credibility. Like, it really should have. And yet, like, it never really did. I just...
A lot of people have been watching it, so everybody's kind of like, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do until they're done. So hopefully he's done with, you know, whatever he's been on for the last fucking, you know, year or two.
Yeah.
So
now I saw people on Twitter posting like mug shots of it, but I haven't seen like any specifics. Like, do we know what the drug was? Do we know?
They know the category.
The circumstance was that led up to that, or
no one knows why, but they came to the house in the middle of the day. It was like 2:40 in the afternoon. So I think was it 10?
10 in the morning. Yeah.
10 in the morning. Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So yesterday. Or
23rd. Yeah. Okay. So it's 1:09 right now. So.
Okay. Yeah. So he, I'm imagining, you know, he probably were, you know, him and the girls, his wife were, you know, high, and I'm totally speculating. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I mean, he's been swatted before. So
has he?
Somebody from the internet could have done.
Oh, look at them trying to shift it. Like, oh, Nick did nothing wrong. He was just swatted, and this arrest was just a result of circumstances. Like, fuck off with that bullshit. Like, why are they so adamant about doing damage control? Like that's all these guys have been doing is like trying to make it out to like not be a big deal. And that's just not the case at all. Like, Are they not going to address him sleeping with April? Like, I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. Like, I know like Worski came out and said like he thought that was his theory, but like I have not actually seen the clip of that. Again, like there's a lot of stuff that's happened over the past couple of days that I haven't like seen. Like after I went completely dark on Rekieta after like the last stream I did. So like I was intending on coming back because I knew shit was about to pop off. But like I didn't get around to it because I have a normal life. I'm not I'm not a YouTuber. So but yeah, it's
Really? Yeah, but I'm gonna guess that they were, if they took all three of them, they were probably all fucked up, all three of them, or something. You know what I mean? So
Kiwi Farms had like a better legal analysis than these guys did. Like someone came out and like described what probably happened in that like Nick told everyone to like keep their mouths shut because like oh don't talk to police, but then like they all got arrested because of it. So
could have been one of their friends who called to like, hey, I think I'm worried about that. It could have been anything. It could have been a swatting. It could have been a friend worried about them. It could have been a family member worried about them.
Ooh, that'd be a brutal way to show your concern with the kids involved. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, yeah, just like that'd be
brutal. Like he's making this sound like it's a bad thing that he got arrested. Like come on, like
intervention if that's
like he deserved it.
That is really rough because, but like everything will work. Like I just don't want to lose like hope because this is a pretty fucking bad situation. But everything will work out, and in the end, this may be something he looks back on and said, was the best thing that ever fucking happened because he was able. Because like we've seen, like he looks like a skeleton. He looked like he was gonna die. It's like. And I'm not one to judge anybody on their fucking drinking or drugging, but like when somebody's like not in control anymore.
Yeah, it was more than that.
Yeah, there's a whole. So hopefully this is it. I mean, we'll see. But like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like it's a ton of stuff at once.
Yeah. Yeah, because I when I heard about it, like the only thing I was like factoring, I was like I just think of the internet aspect of it, like the humiliation and putting all your information out there, your personal stuff. But no, that you're right that the kids being involved and
that's the thing that bothers
maybe
me.
have your kids taken away and just like
they're gonna have
his legal license, like geez,
yeah, he's got a lot. And plus, if he does have a real abuse problem, for a lot of people, just having a drug problem or an alcohol problem is enough problems over a lifetime. He's got, at the end of the day, once he clears up the stuff with his kid, his license, the lawsuit, the million other things, the charges, all the drug charges, all the public humiliation, the internet, whatever, the community humiliation, the family, her parents and his parents, like after that, he's still got, he's got a lot of fucking shit to deal with. So at the end of it, he still has to deal with his addiction, which is a big enough, you know what I mean? If he's got a drinking problem and a drug problem. So he's got a lot on his plate. So my heart goes out to Nick. He's always been a good guy to man. I like
his
him.
fan base is really loyal, and we'll all be here for him. So no big deal.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm cutting ties right now.
A son of a bitch.
No.
So is fucking Cecil the only one who's like, man, come on.
I want him to get better, but yeah, I was thinking because I had a lot of time thinking about it, just driving up, and I'm like, this is a lot of stuff hitting him at once, a lot. So it's not just like, oh, you got busted doing drugs or whatever. It's like a DWI or something. It's not like that. It's a lot.
Yeah. So someone in chat said that just brought this up about the possibility of him having to be in jail all weekend because of the holiday. Have you heard anything about getting out?
Yeah, I'm sick of these people. What a cope. Like, Nick did nothing wrong. Like Nick doesn't have a fan base anymore. I know, right? Like that's been commonly known for a while, but all right.
Fucked up beyond belief, slurring his words. And Kiwi Farms, which is a message board, I mean, just fucked up beyond belief, slurring his words. And Kiwi Farms, which is a message board service that follows him, apparently called the police. And I mean, honestly,
went to the house.
Yeah,
Why is he blaming Kiwi Farms for that? Like,
The stream was Monday night. Here's what's frustrating me. And I've yelled at all these people. I've fought. This is exhausting for me. Like, I'm not happy that this is an I told you so moment. I'm fucking pissed. Up until this weekend, like I told Kevin, I was telling my wife, I go, come home, or, if you don't want to come here, go to your parents, get the fuck away from there, everything else. Yeah, she would text me back, that's not my fucking home. I'm like, all right, well, fuck me then. I tried to get these people help. I tried to get them out of there, and this happens. But they called.
he's still calling April his wife, even though he allegedly served her divorce papers.
Got arrested today. They had 3 fucking days to take any shit they had in that house after that live stream and get it the fuck out, and they didn't do it. And by the way, in his mugshot, he's got a black eye. And knowing what I know about them, his wife either hit him or threw something at him for sure.
So she had like a BBD episode. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. I do think it was Kayla who hit him. But bold move to blame KF. Yeah, it could have been anybody. Like, it could have been locals. It could have been someone online. It could have been a rando. Like I said, I was considering doing it, right? So it's like, okay. Like, I don't know. I don't know why you would try to label Kiwi Farm specifically for that. I really don't care who called. Maybe this was the wake-up call Nick needed. Aaron is scared because he was there for 6 months and brought his kids over there for months, and he knows that. He doesn't look scared. I mean, Aaron is not pissed off. He's ecstatic that he's getting asked onto so many shows he can barely keep from J.O. on camera. I agree. That's why he's so happy about this. Like, this is the most popular. This is probably going to be the most popular he's ever been. This is a where were you win moment for all of LawTube. The hacker known as Kiwi Farms. Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, a lot of people saying Aaron did it, but I don't know if that's true. I think Aaron was the one that called. Yeah, okay. Let's see.
YouTube lawyer Nicholas Robert Rekieta at Rekieta Law, 42, and his wife Kayla Christine Rekieta, 40.
She looks bad. She looks bad in this mugshot. Like, it's crazy.
This morning on probable causes of possession of a controlled substance and possession of a firearm while using a controlled substance. We will update if and when formal charges become available.
Okay. Update when formal. They haven't been formally charged yet. So they've been taken in for something, but they don't have, like, a clear list of things they've been brought in for yet. So, like, all this cope about from people like, oh, it's not that serious. Like, come on.
It's really more solemn to talk about this topic, which is one which frankly I didn't want to have to talk about. I didn't want to talk about this at all. In fact, I was hoping that this would just go away. And that this issue and the issues with Nick and everything else would resolve themselves without something like this ever happening. But unfortunately, now we know that factually we have an arrest. We have, members of the family arrested. So we're going to talk about that involving Nick Rekieta. For those who don't know, because I know some of you are VTuber fans, some of you may not know who Nick Rekieta is. The reason why I'm covering this is because Nick Rekieta, for better or for worse, is the person who brought me into one of the people that brought me into quote unquote LawTube. Now, actually, the first person to let me, to talk to me from the LawTube sphere, i.e., the lawyers on YouTube, was actually Joe Neerman of Good Logic. So Joe Neerman of Good Logic was the first person to talk to me. But the first big break, my big pump in my channel's numbers came during the Rittenhouse trial.
Yeah, I can confirm that too. Yeah. Like, a big reason, the reason why Eye of the Dragon sold so well was because I shilled it on Nick's show. So yeah, I can confirm you do get huge you used to get huge numbers by being associated with him.
For those that haven't seen my clip, it's very famous and was from my time on Nick's show, where I was during the quintessential scene where
I don't want to watch this. It's just
this is LawTube's 9/11 chat.
Oh no!
I'll coin that.
Oh, face shot! Oh no!
Now YouTube's 9/11.
fucking like lawyer George R.R. Martin is like just dabbing on him. Wow.
The big 10,000-pound gorilla in the room. Nick Rekieta was arrested today. And I know for a lot of you people are going to, all the jokes aside, he was actually arrested today. He was booked into the Candioi County Jail. And we'll start with that because that's the first thing we know.
This is his revenge. This is his revenge for the whole Sean thing.
You know
Like
what? And the way I'm looking at this, guys, what we're gonna try to do here is I'm gonna try to treat this like it's me dealing with, like, if you called me and said, hey, my friend or my cousin or somebody.
Little bits and $10 happy about it or not, the Raw Packers cannot be escaped. How funny was that fart on stream now, Mr. Lord?
Oh no!
No! You're gonna turn me back into the old me! You're trying to turn me back into the old me!
No!
No! Ralph a curse strike again! I guess you should have did that show with me, Nick!
Oh!
I'm steady trying to find the
What is he doing?
Why do what I do? Freedom ain't getting no closer.
This is the most I've seen of Ralph in years. Like, what is he doing?
How far I go? The Ralph the curse done struck again! No registration. Cops controlling. And now they done stop me and I get locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out.
What is he doing?
Yeah, how funny was that fart on stream now? Huh.
It was pretty funny, Ralph. Not gonna lie.
You're not laughing about that one anymore, are you? And you bitched me out on that show for 6 fucking months, motherfucker.
We all knew this was gonna happen. You know, like, making up with Ethan Ralph. Yeah, this is what happens when you do that. Like, I don't know why you would ever trust this guy. You can't even see him dancing.
For 6 fucking months.
Oh no!
I still feel bad for him, I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? Put away the stash, as I sold the last pack, the rounding got locked.
Fuck, Ralph. Okay. Ralph dunking on you is no fun. Total Ralph male victory. It makes me happy seeing how much joy this brings to the gun. Ralph never got busted for DUI despite all the inebriated driving he did over the past several years. Nick has officially sunk lower than him. He's hollering 5-star days. The gut jiggles with glee. This is also weird and funny. Wow. I want to see the Dick Masterson clip. Do we have it?
Is there a Bible passage for when someone else's wife calls you their soulmate?
Come on.
Is there a Bible passage where one grown man sits down another grown man and complains to him about how when that man talks to another man's wife, she seems to be lost in her own world with that person and nobody else can get a word in edgewise because the two of you communicate so well? Is there a Bible passage for that?
What?
And how, I just thought if retard is going to use his best judgment and do Bible passages, we could do Bible passages.
Start. Good morning, my friend.
I have a question for you, Gino.
I'm here, buddy. What do you got?
Is there a Bible passage for when someone's wife tells you that you speak their thoughts and you're the first person who's been able to hear them and see them for a long time?
Charlie Brown saying it's Charlie Brown saying to Lucy, "Good grief, you fucked my wife." At any rate, I don't really. I don't.
Oh, what? I don't know anything about that Bible passage. Passage about when somebody comes to you and says, "Quote, I want to stop all this. I need help." Is there a Bible passage about that one? And you.
Here's one. I feel terrible. I hate myself. Is that?
Now that's a Bible Nick should read. I loved that girl. She was great. No, is there a Bible passage where like a couple of high schoolers, you share songs that are very important to each of you with one another, with somebody else's wife, and then you sing them together.
What?
Is there a Bible passage for that?
Not that I know of.
Okay, just check.
I mean, again,
What?
it's not.
Is there a Bible verse where you
What the fuck is this autism? I can't wrap my head around this. Like,
connect with someone else's spouse over a song that you feel describes the two of you perfectly, and this kind of becomes your song that you sing together and you listen to together, and it gets really gay? Is there a Bible verse for this? Just asking.
They'll spread their wings.
Nick really, I love how Aaron called. You see, wow, he got in the hot tub with Nick, was unbelievably gay, and now he has like, now that they've broken up, he's like shitting on him. Like, wow, what a stereotype. Like, holy shit.
And fly.
As they fall in love with one another, is there a Bible verse for that?
Like two sparrows in a hurricane.
Is there a Bible verse for this?
I can Google it. Not that I know of.
Really? It's interesting.
With a head full of dreams, faith that can move anything.
Is there a Bible verse for when two people sit you down and complain to you that you and someone else are getting too close?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So is he implying that like he and Kayla were becoming? No, but he thought Kayla hated him though. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Is there a Bible verse for being sat down and told that you don't get those looks anymore? Or they don't get the looks anymore that you're getting? Is there a Bible verse for that? Don't read fucking Bible verses, asshole. I just want to say, before we continue on with today's show, I just want to look into the camera and say, love you, baby, miss you. Gray Duckling with $5 says, I want to hear the Bible verse about the couch story. Guys, the couch story is, I think that's the nuke. I'm going to save the couch story because the couch story is the fucking nuclear device.
Okay, like what? Aaron Imhole has thrown down the gauntlet. He has told Nick, that's our wife, buddy. Oof. Was Alyssa fixing to make $1 million from these clips? What a trash fire. Let's go, Felton. This is the opposite of the vibe I get from the hot tub stream. I know, right? Like he's making it sound like he and Kayla were about to bang at some point, but like in reality, it looked like he and Nick were like going to have a gay relationship. Like again, like this is what I've been saying since the stream started. Like, don't trust Aaron. Like, Yeah, Aaron is looking more and more like a winner. I don't think so. Love how he didn't give a fuck what Gino was saying today. Are we on the verge of a literal wife swap? Nick and Aaron both got divorced and marry each other's ex-wives. She was gaslighting him. Kayla is just as bad as Nick. Yeah, I'm really curious. Like, our wife was absolutely enabling, man. Well, the thing about Kayla is, my understanding is that she's a huge whore. So she probably treats everyone like her husband, right? Like that's kind of my understanding of what she's like. I don't know. This dude has the sex appeal and charisma of a school bus fire, and Lady Racket seemed pretty disdainful of him during the hot tub stream. Yeah, like remember that? She was fighting the burning, but Lady Racket's finally given to that unrelenting temptation of not just the flesh but the heart. Let's see. Yeah, Aaron snitched. Okay.
Is there a Bible passage for when someone else's wife calls you their soulmate?
Oh, wait, we already watched this. Did I click? I think I clicked up.
That's destructive. Has literally occurred in the past 2 weeks as Elisa has propagated the false narrative. Oh boy, that my wife is a whore, and I'm trying to fuck people in the chat.
Nick,
You were trying to fuck people in Weeb Wars. Her name was Gothic Sushi. You fucking idiot.
Wow.
Like we're really gonna play this game? Are you fucking
Wow.
kidding me? Nick!
I did not know this. This is interesting.
Here's the thing about secrets. They always get out eventually. And this was, to be honest, to be fair, the whole you wanting to fuck Gothic Sushi thing was probably like a very, like, it was one of those secrets where it was like, yeah, that's a thing, but we're not going to talk about it. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? You were trying to get her, to be more specific, you're trying to get her into this weird three-way with you and your wife. That's to be specific about it.
Damn.
And she turned you down because, Gothic, that is. She turned you down because she didn't want to complicate the business bullshit that you guys had together at the time. Because, you know, you were a big grifter for Weeb Wars. So, again, Nick, you fucking Neanderthal. Let's not play this game. Like, this is, oh god, you're such a piece of shit. Who's Gothic Sushi? She was like some cosplay bitch from Weeb Wars.
Is she hot? Like, I am legit like curious. Let's see. Hide. Gothic Sushi. She's not that hot. Wait, she's not hot. Assuming this is the same person. Hang on. Oh, maybe she was hotter back then. Yeah, she's not hot. I can't say I.
Well, unspoken secret of sorts. Yeah. So somebody from, and to be honest, I probably shouldn't have said that, but I just don't even fucking care anymore.
I mean, is that even true? I've never heard that. Like, that's not. I've never heard that, so I can't imagine it's true. Thanks for unprivating this, Alyssa. Nick is officially Jack Murphy tier. Every weird story about Rekieta is starting to ring true. Let's see.
I think it's one of those things where it's fine to say because one, who like nobody gives a fuck about Nick Rekieta anymore. His poll has never been lower. Two, I don't really talk to the people that have told me this secret anymore, so it's fine. And three, it's like it's not really that big of a deal again because it was already like it's like already one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, we yeah, it probably happened. And Nick was just trying to sweep it. I just, for that 1 second, I was just like, come on, Nick, don't be a fucking piece of shit. Like, you see a lie right there. It's so blatant that you want to just call it out for a sec, you know? That's all it was. It's some random cosplayer chick that existed during Weeb Wars, basically, for a while back. But they're pretty much not really dead. They're just not around anymore. So they disappeared, almost like a Thanos snap. I think Nick has that effect on people.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I can't co-sign that. I've never heard of this person. It's just Like, we knew about Mandy. Like, Mandy became a meme because of how Nick like openly lusted after him, right? So like, why? I've never heard of this Gothic Sushi bitch.
And I guess this is my story. I went to the Reketas one Friday with the children. This was the time that my oldest told me, she goes, Dad, I don't like going there.
Oh, wow.
And that was the last time we went. And April was there for a little bit.
Yeah, he when did he say? Like, he said on air that he was going to take his kids to Rekieta's. So that was in February, I think. February or March. So it wasn't that long ago. But anyway.
And April was oddly distant from the kids and oddly distant from me. we were opening up. I was having the kids open up their Easter baskets. This was weeks after Easter. They just hadn't had a chance to. And I called April.
Why? Wait. Why? Like, why? How do you not open an Easter basket? Like,
mother, while the kids opened their Easter baskets so they could thank April's mom and dad for the Easter baskets. And April just left the house. She just left the Rekieta's house. And I hung out there with the kids until we had to leave, until the kids wanted to go. And April had somebody let her know that oh god, I gotta really fucking watch it here because I don't want to sling any accusations. She had someone text her when the kids and I left. April didn't spend any time with me, didn't spend any time with the kids. It was fucking weird. I go home with the kids, I go upstairs, half of my closet is cleaned the fuck out. She dipped. While I was hanging out there, she was at home cleaning out the closet. This was a Friday. And I believe 7 weeks ago tomorrow.
7 weeks ago tomorrow.
And
okay, so about 2 months ago.
In a second. And when I got home, and that was awful. Half the closet's cleaned out. Her ring was sitting there in the closet. It was fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, I wonder how your ex-wife felt when you left her for April, huh?
And I contacted Nick. I contacted Kayla. I said, "What the fuck is going on?" I sent them pictures. They swore up and down, and I have no proof that they knew, so I don't know. They said, "Oh, we had no idea she was doing that." I mean, she brought the clothes right to their house afterwards, so I have my suspicion. Man, I have my suspicions about a lot of shit after everything I saw and did and everything else. But
saw and did. Wow. Okay.
That fucking sucked, and that was fucking brutal. And I believe a week later, and I'm almost positive on my timeline here. About a week later was when I sent that text that I won't be coming back. I had a conversation with my kids where my oldest told me the oldest said it feels like April's been distant lately, like she doesn't love it, blah 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 blah. And I was, as soon as my kids told me that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. You know, I can't. I could fight. And I did fight for a while to try and keep it, but there was no reciprocation of that energy whatsoever. I mean, horrible shit. And so I told them, I go, I'm not gonna be coming back. We gotta call this thing. And that's when I got the horrible text messages and the shitty, K yourself texts and all of that. It was fucking brutal. Fucking brutal. Brutal.
Okay.
I mean,
this dude was all about the party time until Nikki stole his girl. So did he stop going to Nick's house because his wife left him or because his daughter was creeped out by Nick? Because his marriage is a joke. But if his daughter says, "Daddy, I don't like it here," that's a bigger problem. He needs to go in the casino. Imagine being lied to by Nick Rekieta. He's practically a saint. The problem is Aaron, like Nick, is a narcissistic liar and unreliable narrator. He's contradicted himself so many times about April and the Rekietas of the months, and it's obvious he's playing to the crowd for attention, telling them what they want to hear. Yes. Yep, I agree. Like, don't trust Aaron.
I would leave it the fuck alone if I were him, but hey, if people are going to fuck up and make mistakes, let them fuck up and make mistakes. Because, oh boy, I don't think you want me telling the fix her story.
Oh no.
I don't think you want that one.
What is that expression on his face?
You want me to tell the soulmate story?
Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, the soulmate story. Okay. Yeah, he's baiting his audience here. Like he thinks he has something. Like, oh, this is gonna bring in the monies. Like,
I don't think you want me to tell the story that just happened upstairs. You want me to tell the what's that? Okay. Huh.
what is that expression?
You want me to tell the crying on the floor story?
Oh no. Just tell all the stories, Aaron. Like, come on.
You want to play the you want to talk about the I honestly I can't even hint at that one.
Yeah, he's setting up for his for the big reveal for sure. Like he'll talk about it eventually. We'll talk about it when he does, but
Cal Rolia says, "Would you trust Ralph who threatened to kill his wife, your children?" No. No, I wouldn't have Ralph watch my children. People are so
This
weird
is-
about it. Like,
is this the stream we reacted to in this Monday the other day? Wow.
who do you have watch your children? Like, nobody on the internet. None of y'all. And Ralph, Dick Masterson watching children. Jesus Christ, why would you do that? Why would you have these people watch your kids? You wouldn't have them watch your kids. No, would you? Would you?
He made a
Nano Nomad says, "Are you
a remark once where it's like, why would I trust anybody with watching my kids? I would never trust anyone except like the most like the closest friends to my family to watch my kids." And then he let that Aaron M. Holta guy that he was swinging with watch his kids and like make SpaghettiOs for him. And now he's trying to do that. I would never let anyone watch my kids' routine again. It's really bizarre.
Remember says, "Would you let Aaron feed his kids canned spaghetti?"
Yes.
I
guess.
SpaghettiOs or whatever.
Yeah. So I pointed this out like when I reacted to this live, right? Where like Nick did that typical thing where he pretends he doesn't know what the super chatter is talking about, but he slips up and like reveals that he totally does know. Like he reveals details that the super chatter himself did not bring up. So
He's like genuinely staggered by that question. He can't do like his cope bullshit that he does with Vito and Dick because he knows about the SpaghettiOs. He knows that the SpaghettiOs is real, and he has to cope about it.
You're gonna come to my house and cook my kids SpaghettiOs. Just do it right. Just do it right. Why? This is so weird.
This is so weird.
SpaghettiOs. Can you not cook SpaghettiOs? What are you? What are you? Hypocrite, tongueless, mental.
Okay. The real reason he was arrested was because his sense of humor is a crime against humanity. You know, they came after him because of that stand-up bit he did a couple of months back. You know, that was so bad it was made illegal. This man should not be allowed to do comedy by the government.
Mentally handicapped and vaginally broken. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Just go to goddamn cooking spaghetti. Go for it. It's cool.
Fresh off the heels of I would never let someone watch my kids. Though.
I don't get it. People have their own like jokes and theories, and then they run with them. They stop tagging you, so you can't see them.
Okay. Oops. Oh fuck. Wait, hang on. Let's go back. Let me just see what the cat thinks. I mean, no, I wouldn't. The ancient art of crafting SpaghettiOs is something to not joke. Let's see. Aaron provided the most parenting for those kids in the last 6 months. Oof, that's brutal. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Okay.
Like, oh, you're gully, you bitch. Christian. And she just... the pizza goes further. Christian. And she just...
What the fuck is that noise? I have never in my life heard that guttural fucking noise before. One more time.
Oh, you're gully, you bitch. Christian. and she just
That combination of words, fuck you, bitch, Christian, demonic Sonichu demon noises immediately erupt from within him. Like,
oh no.
What the fuck?
The
That makes this
Sonichu
entire
demon
thing
is
worse.
real.
That's nonsense.
she goes, no, I'm not that tired.
The Sonichu demon
Lays
is like
down,
erupting.
your
He's
thigh.
It's
about
a real
to, like,
thing.
split down the middle. His flesh suit's about to rip off, and there's just gonna be Sonichu sitting there.
Oh no, Sonichu is wrecked. Sonichu did it. Demons are real, and Dick Makeda has run. The medallion is cursed. It's cursed. Christian. It's wow. Wow. That's messed up. Rekieta would be a bigger locale than DSP and RTU. I know, right? That's crazy.
Here saying, hey, can we just finish this fucking case? Why do you want to finish it? Oh, I don't know. Because I should win it, but even if I don't, I just want to move on.
You know
why I should win it is because you say, oh, Monograph kind of seems like a pedophile.
No.
Well, how do you know?
I can't fucking believe. That's the thing that gets me. It's like, who is he lying to? I can pull up the clip where he says, word for word, Montegraph always liked sucking little boy cock. I think word for word, that's exactly what he says.
Mhm.
And
Yep,
which
think
is
about that.
undeniably a reprehensible defamatory statement to make about somebody who has no history, no convictions, nothing even indicating that they're a pedophile besides a bunch of fucking assholes making fun of him on the internet. And it's like, it's not just that, it's like a thing where he was like accused of being possibly like a pedophile. Like when I say Vito is a pedophile, I mean it because he is one. But I would never say like Vito has done a specific sexual act with children, because from what I understand, he's a non-contact pedophile. That's how he describes himself. So even if there was like a thing, like to go out and specifically accuse him of sexually abusing little boys is just like insane. And he lies about this every fucking time it gets brought up. He lied about it to me, he lies about it to his audience, and every time it gets brought up, he lies about it again. And I don't know why. Like, is he hoping to what's his gambit? Is he like, did he just not fucking know what he said? How do you not fucking know what you've said at this point in time? You're being sued for it.
Nick can't back down. Like, he can't apologize for things because that would be admitting weakness. That would go against like his opinion on how he should live his life, like his ideal lifestyle,
Genuinely
just
makes
doing
me
whatever he wants and saying whatever.
Angry, because if you don't remember, that's why I stopped ever trying to do anything for Rekieta. When he messaged me on Signal midstream and said, "Hey, you're getting this fact wrong," I made a statement that could not possibly be defamation because it was a qualified statement, which I believe he was implying that he said probably or sometimes or may have or I don't know, but
Yeah, this is all stuff we've seen before.
Why would you do this? Why now?
Listen, okay, wait. Why would you do this? Why now?
So why now praised? Make Cantini is praised.
What? He looks down.
Why would you do this? Why now?
She's trying to unzip his pants.
Yeah.
In that moment, yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
I haven't actually seen this clip, so I don't know what my take on it is. Like, my understanding is that this allegation was not proven, but let's see. This is of course like the clip where allegedly April Imholt like started sucking Rekieta's dick on stream, but
And you could hear like under the table, like her head's hitting the top of the table. Okay. There's one more thing I'm gonna do with this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna need some subs though for this, okay? You can hear the Look.
No.
You can hear there's been some loud moments. You were like,
No.
He didn't come.
No, it really happened.
He didn't come. But she's sucking. She's sucking his dick, but he's not coming. But watch. You can hear. You can hear the look right here, right here.
No. No.
You can hear the.
At 131, it's right there.
No.
I had a hint at it, but you can.
Yeah, I think that must have what happened. Like it looks that like I can't hear much, but like you can tell by his facial expressions, like it legit is like the DSP thing all over again. Wow. He's straight up like a DSP tier. Like Erin confirmed she was in the room, but I don't know about the rest. Yeah. What happened? Now would be let's see. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so it seems to be the case. I'm a believer in the Kayla cocksucking not the April cocksucking story.
The. Wait, you hear the bell jingling. You hear the bell jingling. Look.
Do you really? Listen. That's his belt. That's his belt. That's a belt being unbuckled.
No, I think it's already. I think it's already unbuckled, and then while she's sucking it, it's like she's hitting the end of it. It's
In his face, man. Like, you don't make that, let's be real, you don't really make that face jacking up. When you're getting sucked, you start making the faces he's making.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why is my camera so on? Trying to shut the show down. I'm like, oh, we'll play the credits. No. What we'll do is we'll sit here.
You look down.
What we'll do is we'll sit here. Guys.
She's still doing it.
Oh my God. He's drunk.
Oh no.
I'll do it at your kids' family thing or whatever. Why would you hire me as a babysitter? Don't. You should hire me though. Is that an asshole? An asshole.
Case closed.
Yeah, is guilty.
It's case closed.
All
Guilty.
right, guys. Well, that's like the shocking final conclusion in this episode of Rekieta.
Yeah, and things got worse after that. Holy shit. Gross. I really think there's going to be an OnlyFans arc. Scary to think that this won't be his lowest point. Never underestimate the autism of the internet. Truly, work here. This is the worst season of True Detective? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, mad about it? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We don't know. Like, I can't imagine April living with them and, like, Kayla being so ignorant that, like, that she wouldn't think that, like, April might be sleeping with her husband. Right? Like, I can't imagine that. Like, I imagine it had to be consensual at one point, right? Because like Nick has always been talking about threesomes and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm monogamous with my wife, but if she wants a threesome, we'll go for it or whatever. Like again, that's been pretty consistent with like the Mandy thing. Like he said that he wanted to fuck her with his wife. Like to me, I think he said that with that other chick too. What was the other one? Yeah, he definitely did it with Mandy, but there was another girl too. Well, I mean, not that Mandy was a girl, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I am going to the bathroom. I'm not doing mental cocaine. Yeah, that's what a real bathroom break looks like. You're gone for like 2 minutes. You wash your hands. You don't have powder on your nose when you come back. All right. Where were we? Yeah. So Kayla, I wonder if that was the reasoning Nick got into swinging was trying to get Kayla interested in the idea of three-way relationships. But of course, like thruples are a meme. I was talking about this the other day that like it's not really a thing because you'll never be penetrating like two women at once with your penis, right? So it's like it's not really a thing. But anyway, it's like that. Okay. Okay.
Anime sucks. Tropenstein.
Oh no! No! Nick, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't click the link to the 4chan auto board! Don't do
No.
it, Nick!
Kayla, show this on stream and critique it, please. Let me see it.
What is it?
Let me see it.
He's opening it.
No.
Oh no.
Barracuda says,
Oh
"What's
no,
the
we
$7
got him."
bikini charge? You guys want it to be. I don't do sub goals. I don't do grifting. This is an average black woman on an average day. Tracks calls them German shepherds for a reason.
He's staring at it. He's like intensely evaluating this.
Where is this shit?
I don't think I care about this. This is some weird image that was like posted there. There's some interesting lore behind it, but I'm not up to speed on the situation. We should probably bring up the Kiwi Farms thread next, actually. Kiwi Farms. Let's see if any new updates. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Breaking Baldo. Tim Cast and Alex Stein on the okay. We'll probably talk about that.
People love
boy. Okay.
Someone mentioned the Sanachu medallion. And now that Rekieta is dead, we need to talk about who the next victim will be.
Oh no!
I promise you this.
Won't
Dick
be me.
Masterson.
Dick
If you
Masterson.
wear a blue and red and white striped shirt, and you wear the Sanachu medallion, have Rekieta send this to you, the Sanachu medallion, and you read the same inscription that he did, and you put this on your personal channel or whatever. You send this to me in some way. You do this. You read the inscription, you wear the shirt, you wear the medallion. You have one favor. one favor with me. I will appear on your show, whichever show you prefer me to appear on.
Oh, come on! Noel is trying to incur a favor from Sonichu? Like, no. There's like believing the Sonichu demon is real, and then there's that. Like, don't do it, Noel. Like, if anything, you're gonna be the next host.
I will do, I promise you, 2 hours of my time. Favor token. But you have to wear the shirt. You have to wear the medallion. You have to say what Rekieta said when he wore the medallion last time. And you can't make Vito do it in your stead. It has to be you. You can't pay Vito to do it. I promise you this.
Oh no. Will he do it? Does Masterson have the balls? I've never seen someone try as hard to Nick to be funny only to create the opposite effect. Let's see.
Yep. He actually just had to pee this time. He didn't. He had to do a bump. That's it.
Can Andy wear one during the boxing match? Yes, it's white. It's who white? It's so white when I wear one of those hoodies and I go to Chicago, I just kneel on black people all the time.
Ah. Wow.
Anyway, I tried to find it. I tried to find my white Nationalist Medicare Fuentes hoodie, and I didn't have it in my closet. What am I, Eminem? Like I used to have cool stuff in my closet, and now all I have is woke bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my white hoodie? She's like, you wore a white hoodie? I don't know, maybe. I was in Tennessee. I don't know what I did.
Is this the one where he has the powder like on his nose or in his mustache or something? I think there is like a little speck of white, like on his right nostril.
I don't know where it is.
I can kind of see it.
So you're like, oh god,
is that Coke?
I just wanted to back my friend Jim.
Is it like on the underside of his nose?
He doesn't have backs.
It is. You can see it. You can see the little speck. It's on the tip of his nose on the left side. It's like
a little bit
at the very, very tip of the nose.
Yeah, I can see it.
Is my mouse a bit...
Yeah, it's very subtle. Like, wow. I'm shocked that people saw that. Like, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. Like, I didn't notice the bottle licking for a long time.
Visible? Yeah, it is. Right here. See it? People are saying that that's Coke. Let's compare this. Let's go back before the break and see. I'll skip back to whatever. See, because there's a point where he was there. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a white speck right there normally. Then we go back to this. Yeah, and then there's a white speck.
You shit. Jim, I don't know if you know this, but there's a guy who made shirts with you and your alleged picture on the back. On the back because the Bears liked him or whatever. Patio furniture. Made these sweatshirts, his hoodie. It's got pockets in the front because people use pockets on shirts. I don't know why, like calculus students or whatever. His pockets on the front of their shirts. But it had Medicare shirts that he made from the Knoxville Knockout back when Chef Red Pill was still alive.
Chef Red Pill. Someone already changed their name on the Kiwi Farms. I got a name change request just today to change somebody's name to Chef Red Pill.
Wasn't it Chef Coach Red Pill? Chef Red Pill would be cooler. Coach was alive. Ralph and Dick and Coach were all friends. I was there. Andy Worski was still doing cocaine. And we're like, this is funny. And Tonka still couldn't walk. Just like was in 4th grade or whatever. Did Andy wear one during the boxing match? Yes, it's white. It's who white? It's
okay. But let me correct one other thing he said here. Let's go back and what? God damn it, Keanu's getting me to spill tea today.
It's tea time.
All right.
We're sipping the tea.
Here we go.
Because that man has so narratives. He will say whatever he wants.
Yes, I will.
And I'll say, peace, brother. Cheers to you.
Keanu, that is not what Nick told me when I said that I would not be hanging out with them anymore. It was more about, I don't know, somewhere between 10 o'clock and midnight at night on a Friday or Saturday. And the text I got was something about what a flabby, misshapen, doughy piece of shit I am and how the world would be a better place if I K'd myself.
I know.
What, is he one of your chatters?
Oh, no.
But yes, when Nick threw a fucking hissy fit via text, and And it wasn't even via text. Like he made you use this encrypted app for messaging. And it's like, okay, that's some weird paranoid shit, but okay. That should have been a red flag, I guess. But
what was he on? What did he WhatsApp you?
No. I'd never even heard of it before. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want people to go digging or finding anything or anything like that. But I don't know how any of that shit works. But
It's actually not the first time I've heard of him using that or using something other than texting to text somebody that he has the number of or something maybe a little bit nefarious. So
okay. Well, I have the last messages he sent me were the world would be a better place if you K'd yourself. So this whole image, and this has been bothering me about Nick for a while now. This image he makes for himself on air versus who I know this person to be.
Well, he's certainly not making a great image for himself now.
That's true. But just the part where he goes, oh, and I told him, peace to you, brother. Blah 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 blah. Nick, that's not who you are. When people say, I'm done hanging around you, I'm done, you lash into an invective. You go fucking bananas. Which, by the way, that night, you still would have probably been going off had I not written LOL, okay, addict, and then blocked you. So let's not go with, I told Aaron, I hope you make $1 million. You're a good enough fella. No, you told me that the world would be a better place if I...
Okay, Aaron will actually make me laugh sometimes. So, like, he's funnier than Rekieta. Like, I will laugh watching Aaron. You know, I laugh there, so that's something Aaron has for me.
Myself. I copied the message and I sent it to the other people we hang out with. I said, "You guys cool with this? This is okay. I'm out. This is all right.
Wait, there are more people.
This is your boy. Might want to come get your boy." And
he's acting like, "Hey, I'm saying, brother."
Yeah, what was it? What was it he told me? Hold on.
He will say whatever he wants. And I'll say, peace, brother. Cheers to you.
Peace,
You
brother.
say it every once, and I'll say, peace, brother.
Peace, brother. Cheers to you. Is that maybe he and I speak a different version of English where the world would be a better place if you K'd yourself means peace to you, brother? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely something we don't talk about enough, is that, like, Nick must be a completely different person off stream than he is on air. And what's interesting to me is why. Like, why does he feel the need to, like, hide who he really is? Like, I don't understand. Like, even now, he refuses to admit he had an alcohol or a drug problem, or that, like, his marriage wasn't completely monogamous. Like, I wonder, like, what the mindset behind that was. But everyone pray for Alyssa in this time of endless clipping. Send help. Yes, like, she is struggling. You have a busy week. Go in the casino and tell all, Aaron. Yep. Got that. Okay.
Stop.
Look, last time we had a conversation with Rekieta, I do think we could have had a much better conversation if alcohol wasn't involved. I know a little bit of his brand is like, I'm the attorney that
Are you talking about our last
drinks.
conversation or our first conversation?
We don't need to watch this.
Okay, now we got to talk about a serious subject. As a person that knows people, my best friend, we didn't even talk about it. Hank Keller recently passed away, and I believe you have 5 kids. You're married.
He's not looking good. So, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this. They didn't have to decide if it mattered what their decision was. That's a better way to put it. So this won't be an authoritative opinion because it's literally just a re-examination of the analysis provided by the lawyers in their briefs, and they agreed with Mondegraff's lawyer rather than Randazza. That's them's the ropes. It's funny though, because I didn't write it. And yet, here we are. Here we go. This is a fun part of lawyering, and it's a really fun part of, like, being a lawyer who hires a lawyer, and it's the triple fun part of being a public person who's a lawyer who hires a lawyer. You hire the lawyer because if you represent yourself, it's really fucking stupid, and it is. And it is. Now, Martinez says Nick's got shit lawyers. I think Barnes wasn't a big fan of Mark Randazza.
Yeah, we reacted that on the other stream.
GSP is invincible and invulnerable. I love him and I want to hold him like Achilles' mom held him by the river and dipped him in the river Styx. I want to do that with DSP, but I want to use my penis in his butthole so there's no ambiguity. He'd be impervious forever.
What?
Imagine
Huh?
being Achilles' mom. Like, well, you have a choice. What is the choice? You can either hold him by the ankle, dip him in the river Styx. What's the other choice? The welfare choice is spread them cheeks, bitch. Some guy's gonna pretend to nut in you. And Netanyahu, he's Israeli. He's Israeli. He'll father of your supporters, and that guy will win. Just do that.
Huh?
No.
What?
Why
What?
not?
What am I watching?
Okay, cool. Fuck. Right now, DSP actually looks better than you. You gotta be kidding me, man. Good. Guys, you don't understand. I literally like DSP.
A few moments later, by sheer coincidence.
Kid Law. I want to share this on stream. Make Cantini is praised. Why would you do this? Why now?
Yeah, you can hear her. Wow. Yeah. Wow. It's worse when you see it without like Kino Casino commenting over it. Yeah, you can hear it. Wow.
Why is my camera still on?
Oh
Trying to shut
no.
the show down. I'm like, oh, we'll play the credits. No. What we'll do is we'll sit here. Guys, here's the credits. Oh my god, Nick's drunk. Yes. Cool.
Okay, so where are we at with the Kiwi Farms thing? I might like bring up Kino Casino and watch some of their stuff. I did not watch their stream last night, so let's see. I'm not sure if Alyssa's up. Oh no, Alyssa! Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Uh, yeah, Alyssa says she's in the process of uploading a new clip, so we'll see if that's anything interesting. So we have like Kino Casino that we'll probably skip through. Like it's probably a crazy stream. Yeah. Oh, an hour and a half stream. Yeah, Rekieta arrested. Yeah, an hour and a half. Rekieta arrested. Wait, 2 streams? Rekieta exposed by Steel Toe. So this has been like crazy, like the past couple of streams. I have not been able to keep up with this. Like an 8-hour stream, a 6 hour and 45-minute stream, an hour and a half stream, and another hour and a half stream. Like I watched a little bit of it, like when this stuff was I think it was the one immediately after my stream, right? So I watched a little bit of one of the 8-hour ones, but nothing after that. So I'm way behind on my Kino Casinoing. Uh I yell too much? I mean, I don't think so. I wish Nick a million hours of sobriety. Nobody but Sean said anything to Nikki as he was spiraling, and only legal mindset distanced himself from Nikki. These little rats have been on board BSS Nikki since he made landing on Rittenhouseport. They were there for his yep. They were sweeping it up, yep. While I find Juju and Ralph turning on Nikki funny and obvious, they are just low IQ sociopaths. These goobers are the barnacles in the whale, just stuck there until the whale dies. And at the same time, every one of them purports themselves as intelligent legal scholars with decades of education and experience, but can't see or accept that their two-bit friend is a fuck up. Yep. I agree. Yep. I agree with that. I don't think Nick has a single actual friend. I don't think a repulsive egomaniac like him can even manage that to begin with. Uh, uh, couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Cheers, Baldo. You really felted those incel prudes at Karen Farms finally. Been saying for over a year now that I truly feel sorry for their kids. Yep. Aaron Hall is a lying liar who spent plenty of time with these junkies and started whistleblowing only after April left for good. Yep. Megan Fox is a filthy enabler and a fat fuck. Get off from that high force, you misery broker. Yep. Yeah, people need to start calling out like other law tubers. Like we can't let this happen again. Like these guys aren't actually practicing law. They have no real expertise. They just tell the audience what they want to hear, essentially. And like we can't allow this to continue is my thinking on this. Let's see. I am amused by people thinking Kayla is an innocent party in this. If she was as innocent as you make her out to be, she would have. Well, the thing about Kayla is that she hasn't appeared on camera as much. Like, out of the 4 people involved, Nick, Kayla, Aaron, and April, like, she's the one who's, like, not made public statements. So, like, we don't know what her mindset is. And we have a pretty good idea at this point, but I think it's reasonable to. There's a reason people, like, are defending her the way they are. Let's see. There's another feature. My likely scenario has changed to one of the parent Rekieta happenings. Let's see. Talking about fives. I think Branca. Yep. Okay.
Josh.
I hate this fucking like song. Can't they come up with something badass? Like I have the Rekieta. Compare my theme song to theirs. Like I have like a really good like classy Rekieta retardation theme song, and they have this. Like fucking SpongeBob.
Trust.
SpongeBob was never good, by the way.
Wow! My.
Oh my God! It's happening! It's happening! It's
happening!
It's happening! Did I turn into a 144p slideshow?
It's okay. You're good. You're
I'm
good.
a slideshow PPP again.
Let's go. No, you'll be fine.
Let's go.
Guys, there's so much energy. It's slowing the internet down. And by the way, guys, we have a special guest today.
Special guest. Now, a lot of people said and thought that this would never happen. Me and Josh have had our bad blood over the years, our beef or whatever. But I want to just explain to people, and I said this to Josh privately, and I apologized to him privately about this. It was never that I was targeting Josh or wanting to go after Josh. He just ended up as being collateral damage in campaigns against people that we both now have agreed and both now realize are pieces of shit. And I've now come to realize a lot of the issues that he went through with payment processing and the banking system, trying to run a business online, getting fucked over left, right, and center. So I think we've come to understand each other a bit more, but I do want to apologize in particular for one area where I really did go too far with Josh, and that was what I was saying about the Blockland stuff. I want to retract that. I don't think it was fair, the criticisms I made about Josh in that regard. So I privately apologized, and we settled it. but I just want to make that public as well.
Hell
and
yeah.
we're glad to have Josh Moon here today. Josh, is it the
Josh,
best day ever?
how you
or what?
doing?
Oh, it's a great day. No, I appreciate it, and I'm happy to be here. There's a shrinking pool of state people that I can talk to. So.
Wait.
Oh no!
No, please. We're being DDoS from Rackets in jail. No, you're.
Rackets. This has got the cartel to DDoS, Josh.
It was working. I think it's just like there's maybe like two. Hang on. Say that again, Josh.
Oh
no. No. Do I reset this? Let me reset Discord.
All right,
Let me
we're
reset
gonna
Discord.
be back.
Hang on, guys. Let me just reset Discord. Hang on. I'm gonna move you out of the way there. I'm gonna just reset it. It was fine before we started the show. Oh no. Hang on, guys. Hang on here. Let me just restart Discord. He you know, hold on, hang on. We'll be fine. A lot of people here. Hey guys. Well, thank everyone, guys. It's the craziest day ever. Let's just. Okay.
That could just be me, to be honest with you. You just have to let me know. If it
we might
fucks
be
up
fine.
the
We might be fine now. All right. We're good. We're good.
I
We're
think
good.
we should be fine now,
We're good.
everybody.
We're good. Yeah. And
All right, go off, Josh. Tell us about today, how you're feeling, your mindset.
Well, let's just tell anyone who doesn't know, but everyone in the world does know. Rackets is in fucking jail, and Mrs. Rackets in April. Anyway, let's let Josh have the floor here, Josh.
Oh well, I didn't see this happening so fast. I did see this coming though.
Yeah.
It would have to.
Yeah.
break
I
eventually.
think a lot of people were beginning to say that. Yeah.
Because he's fucking up everything constantly.
Yeah. No, and people were telling me and Ash and everyone who's covering him and stuff. They're like, he's not on drugs. He had a couple whiskeys. It's like
Dude, anyone who thought he wasn't doing drugs is just retarded. Like you can look at him and tell he's on something.
Yeah. He wasn't just tired? He wasn't just tired.
Stressed,
he had a few stressed, a few drinks. Come on.
Come
on. It's all been exposed now.
Well,
it was such a fast decline too. Like it doesn't matter how long you've been watching Rekieta, you've seen a physical change in like his health. I don't know how anyone could be ignorant to it, but there's a lot of people who are. Like his locals chat right now is just full of people coping.
Like with what? How can they even cope?
How do you cope?
They're saying that he might have gotten busted for his narcolepsy medication. There's people saying there's no way that he would have spent their locals' money on drugs. Like it's serious fucking derangement.
That is like, wow. That is crazy. Wow.
That's unbelievable. Look,
no, that's crazy, dude.
We've been
no
warning.
Way he would have spent the locals' money on drugs. Didn't he brag about how he had such a legal vacation at Hedonism, like implying that he did drugs in the past as well?
But Aaron's also said that they've done drugs. He looks like he came in to the shot after a bathroom break with powder on his nose. You could hear the whistle, the breathing through like a tiny straw through his nose. And look, I used to do this. I used to do it like years ago. I didn't have kids though, and I wasn't like.
You also didn't go to jail. Somehow Warski didn't go to jail for drugs, but Rekieta did. How do you get on that level of felted? How do you get on that level of thought?
That's an interesting question. There's 3 people in jail. It's not even. I think it's worth mentioning. I don't think you mentioned it, but it's not just Rekieta and Kayla that are in jail. It's also M. Holt's
wife. This steel toe guy who somehow has become a main character on the grand stage, which I didn't see coming.
Yep.
But right now, he's like the hottest interview in town. And as of right now, we still have the guy booked, I think, for Sunday.
Sunday.
He might spill more of the beans, or maybe his thought
I'm working that day and I won't get to see it live.
process has changed. I don't really know. But one thing I gotta say is this rock bottom for Rekieta? Like, will he actually acknowledge that he did anything wrong?
It is. It really
I think that this is probably the worst because I think that after he gets out, I think that his license to practice law will be held, and he will have to go to rehab to keep it. I think that they will put lawyers on programs for drug abuse.
Now, to be fair, he never really was practicing law to begin with, but
Well,
like, is it like a done deal? You think that he's gonna lose that license to hold law or practice law, or that it'll be held because isn't he just facing misdemeanors, or are these like I don't know how it is at the
Okay.
Minnesota bar, if it needs to be a felony or a misdemeanor, or what the standard of proof is or burden to get it suspended is.
It's very likely that because it's a drug charge, they will suspend his license because you can't. Lawyers need to be capable of presenting a zealous defense of their clients, and if you're fucked up on cocaine, you probably cannot do that. So there is probably a strong chance they will suspend his license for any arrest, no matter what it is. The fact that he's been booked, I think, is probably going to mean that they're going to take his license until he does.
I mean, like, I don't think anyone else is bringing this up though. Like, April was his client, right? Like, he was supposed to go into court with her, and I'm curious if there's gonna be like some repercussions because of that. Like, I'm curious if that's why that got this kicked off. I feel like it might be. I find it like interesting that she of all people was arrested with them.
Some
But
kind of
anyway.
rehabilitation.
If that does happen and he's such an embarrassment and such a shame, like, can he lose his trust fund? I don't know. Like, will the
and one house
Well, that-
under a trust fund too.
yeah, the house he's living in is owned by the trust, right? I'm not 100% sure.
It depends on the contract of the trust. It's up to them, I think. I don't think that unless there's like a built-in clause, like if you are ever arrested for doing cocaine, you lose the house. I think that he will continue to benefit from whatever arrangement he has.
Because you've said in the past that, you know, Rekieta doesn't really have a lose condition in life because he's like a trust fund kid and privileged. But this is about the closest he can come, isn't it, Josh?
There's no such thing as not having a lost condition in life. What I mean is that in like if he were to just keep going at that level, he could probably do that for a long time. Like his viewers might drop, he might be streaming to nobody, but he could just continue to do that and pretend that everything's fine, unless he really fucks up and gets arrested for doing cocaine and having a gun on him.
Well, because I think that this is going to just spiral even further. I don't.
Yeah, I
that
think
this
so.
is rock
Yeah, I agree with PPP. It's gonna get worse.
bottom. I think it's
Really?
going to get worse. Yeah, I think it's going to get worse. I think it's only going to get worse because you have the kids involved in this.
True.
And the reason for this substance abuse, Rekieta keeps blaming it on stress and mental problems. Well, he's sure about to be a lot more stressed and have a lot more mental problems. I mean, he's locked in a county jail cell with some of these people I'm seeing on the inmate list in the jail cell. They
Did you
don't
see
look.
the Vietnamese guy with the name like Hate Mo Chu?
We're gonna go
have it
through
ready.
the
I have
whole
it ready.
list again.
Yes,
Look at
yes.
the people that Rekieta is gonna
Let's
have
see.
to
Let's
pee
go.
next to and poo next to, because you were saying that to me. There's no bond set, so he's gonna be in there over Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, so I spoke to an attorney about this, and here's what I was told. So a police officer generally has the capability to release people on bond by themselves. In Minnesota, that's the case. So if someone comes in, they get arrested for some bullshit charge where running from the police officer and not showing up to court would be like as big a deal as their actual charge, they usually get to walk out on a promise to come back to court on a certain day. If it's a big charge with serious time attached, you have to go to a bond hearing. And under, I believe, the Supreme Court, because of your right to a speedy trial, that it has to be within, I think, 72 hours. And it may depend on the state, but I think 72 hours is the time. So even if you get arrested on like Christmas Eve, a judge will come to the courthouse and be very upset that he's there and probably issue a strong bond hearing for you. But you have a right to a bond hearing. So there's no way that it's going to be over Memorial Day weekend. He'll get a bond, and I'm not sure. I've actually asked because I promised I would if that would be televised, because they may record it and they may not.
Buddy, if they record it, we're gonna be live
man.
streaming the court case.
The Keno court.
The Keno court.
I'm gonna have to get my judge wig and my gavel out, and we're gonna get Sean for potentially criminal.
We're getting Sean.
Yeah,
will be
we're gonna
on.
get
I have an answer for this. It
Yeah?
may be. You have to hunt. You have to hunt down what room that it's being held in, but it may be streamed. So, there are going to be a lot of people scouring to figure out exactly where this bond hearing will be held, and they'll be checking the. But you have to know in advance, so people might have to harass the clerks and stuff. Don't do that. I'm just saying that somebody will. and
It
we'll
could
probably
happen.
find it.
If someone did, we would know.
We disavow people
Disavow that,
harassing
of course.
the court.
Yes.
Of course.
Now I'm gonna
Now,
make the background green as well. It's
yeah,
gonna be
for
a
the
big,
felt?
yeah, for the
Yeah,
foul.
yeah.
Well, it's his
Now-
background too, right? So.
Now, somebody in chat is saying, can we boost Josh's audio just a little
Oh
bit?
yeah, sure.
I can boost myself if I. If I
No, you good. You good. I could do a little smidge over there. All right, try now.
Okay. Hopefully this
Chat,
is better. I
is
boosted
that
this-
better? Let me know. Let me know. I could boost it up here. Can I add one quick thing too? While we did the coverage of the downfall stream. You did as well, right? The whole the coke on his nose and the ramblings, which will be out on the Clip channel tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow. It's already done. It's 4 hours long from an 8-hour stream. But at the end, the big thing was at the end, we hear a voice of a woman go, "Is it still on?" Right? And then there's all this speculation. Who is it? Is it Mrs. Rackets or is it April? And everyone's like, no, it's not April. Then we even like boosted the volume of when he was like jerking off. But you hear like, and we're like, is she sucking his dick? Well, it turns out that April was 100% there.
In the room.
Yep.
Yes.
In there. And so,
there was
like,
no way that it was Lady Rackets though, because he specifically said that she was like asleep. Like, why would he be afraid of announcing my wife is here in my room with me? You know what I mean? It had to
Josh,
be
do you
somebody
remember too? Do you remember there was one guy super chatted on his or wasn't a super chat? It was just in chat, and someone went, "Is Mrs. Rackets asleep on pills watching Star Wars?" And then he goes, "I wonder who's that." Who that is. And I'm like, wait, was that Imholty or his like co-host Johnny? Like referencing that? No?
It might have been. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that was like, because he was like, I wonder who said that. And I was like,
I just want.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the blowjob thing, I'm not 100% convinced on that. But if that is true, that is so fucking vile because the fucking furry inflation art was what he had pulled up just before.
Yes.
So he's like, he's like getting a blowjob while looking at furry inflation art. That's that is rock bottom. You can't really get worse.
I was very skeptical
I heard the bell.
of that being the case because it's like it's too good to be true. It's too crazy.
But
to
remember,
be true.
so
and I
if we
still
break
am
it
a
down,
bit skeptical. Like if I have to be honest, but when he like looks down and he
goes, "What are you doing here?
Why now?"
Yeah.
And then it's like, why did he say that?
Then you're,
and then like the sounds when it enhanced, like the belt buckle, like maybe it's just a cope. Like maybe I'm like irate gamer, like Ghost Hunter cope, where I'm hearing like the magical belt buckle unbuckling and the sucking noises. I don't know if I'm like Ghost Doctor Chris Bores on this one, but to me, I'm like, holy shit, is it really? But it's beyond that now. We're beyond like the shame of whether he jerked off on camera or got sucked off or you know, like we're now at the point where he's in the county jail. So, and did you see this? Josh Irate Gamer weighed in.
No, I did not see that.
No, so he's actually talking about the cursed Sonichu medallion.
No, it's real as fuck.
Do you want to hear his take? Should we
Oh,
play
no.
this?
I haven't seen it
I know
yet.
this is a bit of a clusterfuck. We're flying by the seat of our pants. We haven't even got to the charges yet or
Buddy,
anything.
we were busy today, and we dropped. Ashton texted me, and I went, I'm canceling everything I had planned today. You're like, me too. Fucking, let's go. Show. Yeah. What happened was he had mentioned, he had replied to Malcolm X about Rekieta. So then I got everyone last night to retweet his tweet. And then he went, this is getting a lot of traction. I'm going to make a video on it.
Well, he's explained the Chris Chan Sonichu curse, Josh. Go ahead,
Made a
weigh
whole
it.
video on the medallion.
Yeah, right, it's right
Yes,
here.
dude.
All right,
We
it
have
was
to
just
recover
released
it. We have
30
to
minutes
recover it
ago.
and pass it along to the next zone.
Let's just play this. Let's not pause.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let's let him go.
Yeah. And by the way, everyone, thank you for the subs. We'll be reading them later. Guys, thank you so much. A lot of people here tonight. Remember to subscribe. And our clip channel will have everything that we're doing now and previous about Rekieta will be all posted in the next few days. So go subscribe. It's
Yeah,
I think it's
some
10,000
people are unaware. They're like, they don't know who this is. This guy was like an angry video game nerd ripoff for years and years and years, but he's now become a ghost hunter, and he's claimed that he's contacted the ghost of George Floyd, rather, and that George Floyd spoke to him and said that he couldn't breathe. So even in the afterlife, George Floyd can't breathe. But now he's weighing in on Rekieta, and this is amazing. Like,
All
this
right.
is like Christmas.
It's beyond Christmas. All right, here we go. All right. Where can the little load sash here? 1 sec. Let me refresh it.
Goes Doctor here. And last night I ended up answering a question.
Oh, come on. Fuck off. What's going on?
Oh, buddy, the technical issues abounding.
I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know who
We're
this is.
breaking the internet. I'm being DDoSed by. Here, I'll refresh it.
my
We're being
God. All right.
DDoSed by fucking Rekieta from jail.
Hey guys,
Alright.
Chris the Ghost Doctor here. And last night I ended up answering a
The
question
broken
about
casino.
a online personality.
Hold
I guess
on.
his name is
And are you able to share that to us that we can hear it as
Wait,
well?
wait, I thought I was sharing it to you. No?
You are the video, but Josh, you can't hear
Oh,
it, right?
sorry. Here.
No,
here.
no.
Oh, when I reset the Discord call, remember?
Now we have to click on watch stream.
There we go.
All right.
There we go. Sorry. Got to reset Discord. All right, here we go.
It's a ghostly haunting of
Ooh,
the computer.
we're haunted.
Hey guys, Chris the Ghost Doctor here. And last night I ended up answering a question about a online personality. I guess his name is Nick Rekieta. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know who this guy is, but my reply ended up getting a lot of buzz. So I told everybody that I would do a video.
You're welcome,
on this
Chris.
and kind of explain things in a little bit more detail. So they sent me some pictures of this guy back in like 2019 as compared to now. And if you see him back in 2019, he's very full. He looks full of life. He talks very well. And now his face is very gaunt. In his videos, I guess he slurs his words, on the verge of passing out from time to time. And people are like, what is going on with this guy? Because I guess he's an alcoholic. At one point, he put a necklace on, and I guess there's some theories out there that it was cursed. And
Let's go. What are you doing? Why?
Why is it buffering?
Why?
Like we couldn't get through. This is the first time we didn't pause a video on the show,
And now it's
and it
auto
was like
pause?
it had to auto pause.
And yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to say that's the complete catalyst
what's
of it,
happening,
but it could have him putting a necklace on that somebody sent him that is cursed. Could have opened the door. And if you don't know how to properly cleanse yourself or your space, once these things start to slip in, they can kind of like plant their flag and start to invade that space and wreak all kinds of havoc on their life. I think somebody told you he divorced over time. I saw. So yeah, they can just get in and cause all kinds of havoc. In
What
their
is he?
life. And I saw that he's an alcoholic too, and that's kind of taken over his life as well. And the problem with this is every vice, human vice out there, drugs, alcohol, even porn, has their own frequency level that attracts beings in. They have their own.
Oh no! Is that what happened to Randy Stairs? Is that what happened to Randy? Oh no, he indulged too much in the tranny ghost girls. Yeah.
You have these alcoholic
Damn, this
spirits,
makes perfect sense. This is why the
around you,
Catholics
constantly
did,
feeding off you because they love
did,
that. They're not living.
Yeah. This is like so surreal. I'm like, is this real?
It is surreal. He's saying the reason it's called spirits is because alcohol attracts ghostly spirits. Can we get a Josh Moon fact check on that? Like, is that
That's right.
so? Sounds
I'm pretty
about
sure that's
right.
accurate.
They can't drink a beer, so they have to drink it through you. They're feeding off you.
What?
And
So wait, this is the theory all along.
This is why
that
we.
Rekieta became an alcoholic and a drug addict so he could feed the ghostly spirits that were suffering.
Yeah,
Is that
alcohol.
Well, they're not suffering. I guess if Rekieta dies, he would also become like a demon that like possesses people to keep drinking.
Yo.
You see the life force kind of like draining out of this guy over time because maybe
You can
that's
tell he's
exactly what's
hyped
going
too,
on.
huh?
Something is
He's
feeding
excited.
off him. I've come up with different classifications of spirits, and parasite spirits are just one of those things. They feed off people, places, and things. So yeah, this is a thing. I'm dead serious here. Over time, he's also gotten talking about sex more and sex acts and things like that, and that's another attribute to this. You get more guttural
What a way
in
to
all
put
your
it.
actions because you have no nothing inhibits you. You just
so fucking
throw it
insane.
all
Like,
out there 'cause
why does he believe this? I don't understand how he fell into like the ghost hunter thing. It's just so ridiculous. It's weird that there are people out there who actually believe this shit.
you just keep moving that line forward, like, oh, I got away with this. I could do this and this and this and this. We see that a lot in our culture, and that's I lost my father to alcoholism, so I'm no stranger to this. I've seen how this can wreak havoc, and I had a lot of paranormal things happen around me because I'm just open to it. When my dad would drink, things would happen. I would see shadows.
No, you understand?
No,
wait, Josh. By the way, did you know when people die, they go to Chris Bohr's house? I'm not kidding, by the way. They go to Chris Bohr's house, and he has to pray for them to go from purgatory to heaven.
They're begging him for prayers. They're waking up him and his wife in the middle of the night and being like, "You need to pray for me." And he's like, "You have to wait till Wednesday
or Sunday.
That's when I'm praying, or Sunday. That's when I pray for you."
And he has to talk. He has to walk them out of the room and go, "Listen, come back on Wednesday."
He got attacked by a Jacob Marley spirit in chains with a scythe that scratched him.
Yes.
Like, this is the stuff he's been saying. Have you been keeping up on this at all? The irate gamer, the ghost.
No, I like the story. I like the story that, like, I guess because in my head, his father's this severe alcoholic that dies, and he's witnessing paranormal activity. So I'm just imagining, like, he's sitting there playing Game Boy, and like a glass smashed against the wall, and he's thinking a spirit threw that.
But really, it's his dad just fucked out of his mind.
Yeah,
He hears like in the middle of the night was his dad stumbling to the bathroom.
Well,
yeah, there's all sorts of weird banging noises and shit.
Yeah. You walk in, all the cupboards are
domestic
open.
fun. No, but this is like his trauma response, is he remembers it as ghostly happenings, but really it was a domestic between his mom and dad. He's like Fox Mulder.
The scratches and stuff. It's like where did all these bruises? And that's like a ghostly bruise I got at night. I don't remember anything happening.
You know what he even said? He said that people commit suicide because of ghosts. I'm not kidding. And schizophrenics have the ability. Go ahead.
Contact ghosts. This guy seriously claimed that he uses schizophrenics to help him contact the ghosts. And then when people said, like, that's fucked, you shouldn't, like, encourage schizophrenic people to believe their delusions are real. Like, he doubled down on it the next week and said that we were all wrong and that schizophrenia is a result of spirits contacting them.
But then his co-host got mad. He's like, whoa, hang on.
This is a real biological condition. And like the guy claimed he was a doctor. It was wild. It was wild.
Oh, shit.
Crazy. And so, yeah.
Oh,
the
one more
guttural
thing on that.
Go.
He actually said that he also said that he has schizophrenics in his family. And then it's like, yeah, this all adds up. Yeah, this adds up, Chris. Get through this and get back to it.
The life force thing. Also, just want to put it out there. When back in 2012, my YouTube channel was the 55th most subscribed channel.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
That turned a lot of heads, and I had a lot of prominence in certain circles. So I was approached by the powers that be, and they wanted me to be part of their club.
What?
Look, they threw stuff at me like commercial deals, celebrities, things like that, and I told them no. And they kind of ruined my online life after that.
This is
but
like Chris Moores was like Jesus in the desert being tempted by Satan. Like he was talking about on his show.
That's how he copes with his decline in YouTube popularity? That it was all a conspiracy by them? Like, huh?
How at E3, Microsoft, like they had like a satanic party with Bill Gates, and he saw satanic rituals, and they were tempting him. They're like, you can have all the riches of the world, irate gamer, if you will but kneel to Satan and Bill Gates. And he was like, no, I'm loyal to Christ. I'll never join you. Like, this is why, Josh, you have any thoughts on that?
Terry Davis said the exact same thing because he said that the Illuminati gave him the exact same offer. So
Whoa.
Oh,
And
no.
by the way, he said on a tweet, I'm not kidding, this is true. He said on a tweet that this kind of like demonic entity, he goes, it has to do something with Jews. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
He said
no.
this. And then he also had this video we covered where he said that like the Jewish afterlife, there would be a blue light, but it's
Trying to
tricking
trick
you.
Yeah, they're tricking you into being reincarnated on the earth. So he said not to go to the Jewish blue light.
Oh, it's in this video. He
Whatever
says this,
you
by the
do.
way, about Jewish people. Okay, let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
He was approached. I don't know if he took the deal or not, but if he did, maybe there are certain things expected of you if you do take this deal, and maybe he just can't handle it. So maybe that's adding to the spiraling down that he's growing through. Just a lot of things, and I'm sure there's a lot of demonic connotations to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be demonic; just dark spirits, spirits coming in, feeder spirits, things like that. So. Just food for thought. I know a lot of people like this guy and don't like the way things have gone. You're going to see a lot of this with online celebrities and things like that. So you just got to be careful. And I hope that answers a lot of questions. Somebody asked something about spirits. This is why alcohol is sometimes referred to as spirits. The spirits that you drink, because it does attract spirits in. This is coined by the Jewish philosophy. The rabbis back then would pray.
Jesus!
What is going on? Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks,
Gabe?
Mr. Bors.
Wow. Gabe's gonna be really mad about this.
Over there.
No, I'm gonna get a DM in a minute here.
Their alcohol because they knew that it would attract certain spirits in. So, yeah, you got to be very careful with
Can
alcohol.
you confirm,
and
Gabe?
Drugs, anything that could turn into a vice. That's why they're called the 7 deadly sins. They don't throw it out there for a reason. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Follow me if you want to know more about
get
this
him
stuff.
on our show?
I want him on
I
so
would love.
bad.
Someone send this
He's
to Chris.
He's my dream guest.
Chris.
Dream guest. All right, so let's go over these charges, the mug shots, and then let's start to theorize.
We'll also thank everyone
what
for the
actually
subs
happened.
and shit too. We'll thank everyone in a minute here, but go ahead.
Throw up the mug shots, and I'll just. I have this memorized already.
All right.
Okay, are these
start.
all the people? Okay.
Okay, so Josh,
That's
if
the-
you
that's
look
the
at the screen I'm sharing, my camera, you'll see what I zoom into also, okay?
The first one, Ahmed Muhammad Suleiman.
Yeah, it's Minnesota, bro. That's how it is.
Oh my, is he Somalian? Look, it's not looking, buddy.
These are their cellmates today, by the way.
Yeah, this is Rekieta's Sally. Imagine having to take a dump. You got to drop your drawers, be vulnerable in front of Muhammad Suleiman Aman. Oh my god.
No.
I mean, the charges for all of these people are crazy. The guy right below Muhammad, he's in there for burglary. He burgled a house while high with possession of drugs and then fled from the scene. So he has like a million charges.
I sure hope he doesn't burgle Racket's asshole. Here we go. Mutt's Law invoked. Real quick. Let's get it out of the way. We're going to have a lot of prison rape jokes on this episode.
It's old Feezer.
Okay.
Come on.
So here's.
Oh my god!
10
Yikes! All right, sorry. Okay, go ahead. What you're saying?
Okay, so here's where all the fun speculation gets. April M. Holt and Nick Rekieta are arrested at 10 a.m. for a possession of a single charge of a possession of a controlled substance that is a Class 5 felony. And then Rekieta alone, from those two, is also charged with possession of a firearm in conjunction with, as an aggravating offense to the drug charge. So he has a legal firearm, but he illegally was high on drugs and possession of drugs while having a legal firearm, which makes it a complicating factor.
It looks like Kayla was charged with the firearms offense too. So I'm not sure. I think you said it was April and Rekieta, but it was Rekieta and Kayla that were.
Let me clarify.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m., April and Rekieta were booked. They both had a drug charge. Rekieta also had the gun charge. An hour later, at 11 something, Kayla is also booked with the same charges as Rekieta. So the drug possession and another firearm charge. So all three of them have a drug charge. The two Rekietas have a firearm charge. But for whatever reason, there's an hour booking difference between the April and Rekieta and Kayla.
Now,
So
what's your theory? Go on.
Here is my schizo theory. I believe that. Also worth mentioning. It's hard to see, kind of, because it's a low quality image. But Rekieta has a black eye.
Well, I'm showing the bigger image there now.
Well, in his mugshot, if you look closely, his right eye is blackened.
Oh no,
so he has a bruise.
I'm sharing like the bigger image to the audience. You can see on the camera there. You see like how
Yeah,
yeah. So
Breaking Baldo.
there it is. I have an upscaled version too. 1 second. I'll
Yeah,
show.
let's go to the upscaled mugshot here
Yeah.
of the eye so that you can see exactly what Josh is talking about.
Let me grab
a
that.
little
1
hard to see.
second.
But
Yep.
we learned about this black eye when Rekieta went live on Locals yesterday. He accidentally showed his face because he was doing it audio only, and everybody's like, "Why is he doing the Locals audio only? That's
So we
fucking
had the black
bizarre."
guy yesterday. What time did he
Yes.
stream?
It was at like 11 at night. So
Yeah.
we were on the air last night, and I think he did a couple different local streams throughout that. I think he did two
There it
different
is.
ones.
There it is.
And they were audio only, but he accidentally revealed that he had the black eye. So if that's the case, it might kind of mess up your schizo theory here. But
Yeah, that does change it.
you know, because
go on.
Go on.
My
Tell 'em what you're
thought is that they had a domestic. They had some kind of confrontation. One of the women got upset and punched him or something, and then it escalated and guns were procured. Because so just so you know, if you have a gun in your house and you have drugs, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a aggravating firearm charge. Usually, depending on the state, depending on the prosecutor, you only get that if the gun is somehow in play. Like for instance, if they bust into your room and you have like a table covered in drugs and then also guns at that table,
Yeah.
that's going to be complicating even if it's not on you. If you have drugs and a gun on you, that's complicating. So it's pretty safe to say that the guns are somehow significant to the presentation that the cops rolled up on, and the hour difference makes me feel like that something got called on somebody, and then they had to find somebody afterwards, or they had to take testimony first and then charge them.
So you're thinking this happened at the house? Because my initial first thought when I heard all three of them got busted is this was a traffic stop. Rekieta was speeding as he's known to do. He gets a ton of speeding tickets. He got pulled over. They were in the car. The cops searched. They found drugs. He found guns on them, and then they all got booked. But then because there's that difference of the hour between when I think Rekieta and Kayla went to jail and when April went, I said, well, they couldn't have all been in the car together. So it's probably not at the car. It's probably like Josh said at the house. And here's what I think happened, if that's the case. So I think what happened is Rekieta and Kayla were having a domestic. Not because Rekieta was fucking April, because obviously Kayla knew that was going on.
I thought
they were
that,
swinging. They were open swingers. What I think it was is she's in.
Well, they weren't open swingers though. Like they were in denial about it for a long time. Like she was embarrassed about it. But all right.
That it became completely public and completely transparent that April was in the room. Maybe they were fighting over drugs or whatever. And then like a domestic kicked off. Maybe the kids called the cops or they called the cops. The cops came in. They found the drugs. They found the gun. They arrested them. And then I think April, because she got taken in later, although I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think it was April who was taken in later. I think she was out running errands for the Rekieta household, and then she came back in.
I thought it was Kayla who was arrested later.
To this fucking
while they were getting arrested, yeah.
And then got busted, or she I don't know.
Kayla was the one that got arrested an hour later. It was Imholta's wife and Rekieta Nick Rekieta that were arrested together, and then an hour later or more, then Kayla's also.
And were they driving or were they at the house?
It's not known. We'd have to wait until.
Because if they were driving, maybe he was speeding, and then they had drugs on them, right? Like, or they were on drugs.
Yeah, if it happened at the house, it's the question of like who called the police? Was it the neighbors? Because it was.
This is really interesting. But yeah, this is all just speculation, right? I'm enamored with this. I've been sitting in here with like silence the past half an hour. Trying to process all this. There's so much going on. Look at how fast the Kiwi Farms thread is moving. But yeah, I think if Alyssa doesn't have anything more for me, I am going to sign off now. I want to do something tonight, so I really should have been in bed a long time ago. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, so I'm sure this is still a story in development. We don't know like all the details yet. Plenty of people are still doing damage control. Details are leaking out. What a wild ride. Yep, yep. Yeah. Rekieta has finally had to step into a courtroom. Oof. Oh no. The state is requesting $50,000 unconditional, no use or possession with random testing, no use or possession of guns, stay lawful, don't leave the state without approval. Oh, he won't be able to do his traveling? Oh no. What is he going to do without his vacations every 3 months? Nick must abstain from alcohol. They're making him do that already. He's not allowed to have contact with co-defendants. That makes sense. My bet is one have picked up and dropped up. Rekieta is going to have a court appearance next year in person. Or of all the above, oh, wow. No alcohol for his release conditions. That's good. He, well, at least we don't have to worry about the drinking, assuming he obeys that. And it's not like he can stream because a sign with Judge Fisher. The nanny is long gone. Okay, Zoom case. Okay, so he's in the courtroom now, I think. They're doing like the basic preliminary stuff. April is free at the moment. April has been released. So it sounds like he can post 50,000 and get around all the release conditions. That's bizarre. He's 100% going to do that. I expect that there's a CPS case where the state now has custody over his kids and he has the bro, you can't represent your way. April has already been released. Your lawyer is your co-defendant. April has already been released. The home wrecker's on the move. Don't let her into your homes, boys. Wow. What universe is picking a co-defendant to represent you is a good idea? Is she doing that? What a bitch. Yeah, this screams polyamory. Representing both the women. I'm bad with names, apologize. And he's gonna fuck it up. Oh, he's 100% gonna lose both. Ooh. Well, he's representing April, Kayla, and himself? They must be down bad on cash. That is bad. Wow. April snitched. Okay. Wow. That is interesting. Okay. Watch if they try to pull some mistrial shit. Rekieta's representing himself, his wife in April. That'll be a guaranteed loss, knowing Rekieta's record. Yeah. Kayla, do not let him represent you. You will get 25 years. Not much of sitcom. This is gonna hit 5K pages. Yeah. What if Rekieta lets Kayla go to prison just so he can fuck around on the outside? Like, imagine if he tries to do that. Like, wow. Oh, no. April probably flipped the Rekieta for reduced charges and release. Nick is really fucked by it. Wow. Whoa. I can't believe he thinks representing Kayla and April is a good idea. Oh, wow. Wow. What the fuck is going on? Oh, whoops. Oops. Okay. April was released, so she probably ratted them out. Bets on whether Nick offs himself like low tax. Holy shit, this is a shit show. What makes anyone check? I was about to end the stream before I realized he was already getting. April snaked, just like his tattoo. Oof, the tattoo told the future. Brank is speculating that April is cooperating with the authorities to the detriment of Nick and Kayla. Boing, boing, a lot showed up for the hail healing. Okay. What drug was he caught with? The fact he thinks he was going to represent April in the arrangement, but April is already released without him knowing, indicates she already flipped on them. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Okay. That is crazy. That is crazy. He was trembling. Yeah, the adrenaline and the withdrawal. You are now a practicing lawyer. You can do it, buddy. April's having Nick represent her. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I imagine that's it. She's not married to them. So like she probably has lighter charges because it's not her household. How do they enforce no possession of firearms part of his release? Let's see. This might end up being case law because of Nick representing himself, his wife, and April. We're going to watch as one man mentions represent his clients and himself so horrendously that Minnesota is going to witness the first triple death penalty ever carried out. Whoa. I love crime. She's not getting a deal with it. Wow. Maybe if Nick had actually showed up for April in traffic court, she would have been better, confident, her lawyer. This is fucking insane, bros. This is some wild shit. Is Alyssa posting it yet? I'm shocked. Nick Rekieta arrested. Oof. Yeah, Side Scrollers is talking about it. They're probably pussyfooting around it, knowing Craig, but oh no, Nick actually looked like a legit criminal. Let's see. I guess we could look up Rekieta. Nick Rekieta has been charged with possessing cocaine and crystal meth in excess of 25 grams or more, the maximum sentence of which being in 25 years in prison and a $500,000 fine, possessing ammo firearm with controlled substance, and child endangerment. Okay, I guess we can watch the clip. I'm shocked no one from Kiwi Farms posted this, but yeah, let's look at this retardation live.
The state of Minnesota versus Nicholas Robert Rekieta. Am I saying that correctly? You told me before.
Yes, sir, Rekieta.
Your date of birth is December 16, 1981.
Yes, sir.
Currently reside at 12291. Okay. Your appearance today is based on 3 counts to a complaint order for detention. The record today is based on 3 counts to a complaint order for detention.
Okay, 3 counts. What does that mean?
The record should reflect that Alex Kornahachi appears for the state of Minnesota. Mr. Rekieta, you are self-representing yourself at this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Count 1 is second-degree possession.
So why is he self-representing himself? That's a bad idea. Like, he was just saying the other day that, like, Randazza, like, you shouldn't represent yourself. It's not a good idea. It's not a good look.
25 grams or more of cocaine or methamphetamine. This is in violation of Minnesota Statute 152.02.
Oh, you can just tell he's seething. Like, oh no, this is the closest I've ever been in a courtroom. ever. Like, oh man, look at him. Like, oh, it's like he's actually practicing law. Oh.
2, subdivision 2, print A, print 1. The maximum sentence for that count is 25 years in prison and/or a $500,000 fine. Count 2 is possession of ammunition or any firearm with the user of controlled substances. This is a gross misdemeanor, so the maximum sentence is 364 days in the Kennedy County Jail and/or a $3,000 fine. Count 3, endangerment of a child when present with a sale or possession of a controlled substance.
Okay, in danger of a child because yeah, okay. That lines up with what Aaron said, actually. So yeah, I think we can say like this is yeah, okay.
Again, a gross misdemeanor. Maximum.
You want your coke out, Nick, and kill yourself, you stupid motherfucker.
I'm going to warn everyone again. This is a court proceeding. If you were in a courtroom with me, it would remove you. So,
you stupid motherfucker.
What was that?
Nick, and kill yourself, you stupid motherfucker.
What was that? Wait, huh?
Again, a gross misdemeanor. Maximum.
You want your coke out, Nick, and kill yourself, you stupid motherfucker.
I'm going to warn everyone again. This is a court proceeding. If you were in a courtroom with me, it would remove you. So, any violation of that will be removed. Ms. Block?
You could just come in to a courtroom Skype call and just like start rambling? Wow.
Judge, I just disabled people the ability to unmute themselves, so I will work to unmute people as they need to speak to the court this morning.
All right, thank you. Aside from Mr. Rekieta and Mr. Kornahachi, no one needs to at this point. Lastly, I think I was saying that the count 3 gross misdemeanor has a maximum sentence of 364 days and/or a $3,000 fine. Mr. Rekieta, you understand what you've been charged with, and second question, the maximum sentences associated with each count.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's seething so hard. He's seething so hard. Rekieta, let's see. Nick Rekieta has been charged with. Okay. Facing 25 years in prison. Wow. That is insane. That is downright insane. Let's see. Yep. The smug look finally whopped off his face. Yeah, he did not look happy. At the very least, we'll be like, yeah, it does seem like reality is about to slap him across the face, finally. Judge Fisher. Is that the guy handling the Radaza thing? I don't know. I know Schneider, but... The judge kept calling Kayla Miss Rekieta, lol. Let's see. Nick representing himself, Nick representing his wife, 25... Judge talk. Remember the judge Nick talked shit about during his live stream? That's the judge he has for his criminal case. Oh no! What a fucking retard! What a retard! Yeah, begin. Yeah, wow. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Back to the ground zero. He was a stream last night, coping and sneering about Nick Rekieta helping him a lot. Eck. let's see. Yep. Yep. Yeah. PPP was right. We are going to see like more of a decline. Like I do think it's safe to say I think he is going to lose his legal license at this point. I do think we are going to see like the wife leave and just like this train wreck. Like I'm curious if this is going to end in serious jail time. Like it's possible. But yeah, and he brought it all on himself. Like this is not something that should have happened. It's just it's sad. Like watching the stream, I don't know. I felt bad when I first saw it. Like when I first saw like that he had gotten arrested, but now I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck him. Like fuck him. Like endangering children, like fuck you, you piece of shit. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think that's everything I wanted to watch today. Uh, yeah, we'll probably come back on like tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we'll probably come back on tomorrow and see like when Alyssa uploads. Like she was going on like the other day about like having some giga ultra like amazing clip, and I don't know if that was ever uploaded. Like I haven't seen anything like that. Like this is worse than what she was teasing, honestly. So I don't know if yeah, we'll probably come back on tomorrow morning and talk about this. Like I really should be in bed now. I want to go out tonight, and it's like it's already like afternoon, so I haven't slept yet. Well, I mean, I took a nap, but I think I'm gonna take another nap for like 4 hours and then go out and you know, like ethically pursue pussy. Uh, just like yeah. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about the situation. We're gonna have to wait for this situation to develop. I think going forward, I'll be doing like I'm gonna stick with the book show format. Everyone else seems to do late night, so I think doing an early morning show is probably better for me. So expect to see more of these like around 7 a.m. to 10 or whatever. Like I was on a bit late today, but yeah, I really need to take a nap. So. Getting all the blame for things I didn't do. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. For this episode of LeeLive. Thread theme. I think I have a better one, but hmm. We're waiting on Kayla's. Okay, so okay, I think we're just gonna call it quits now. I want to go to bed. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Thank you.